What's up? It's the Gigabyte Grizzly Brohemoth, and this is a messed up time we live in, so I need you all to do me a favor. Wear your mask. Like this, not like this, or like this, or like this, like this. Wear your mask. It's for your safety and mine. Because if I see you without one, I'm gonna pump kick a mask onto your face. Got it?
Announcement from Benjamin C. Steele talking to you about wearing a mask. Not this one, but this one. With everything going on right now with this pandemic, you need to wear a mask. My mask is for
parental discretion is advised.
This show is brought to you by IndyWrestling.us and IndyWrestling.network for your independent wrestling entertainment. Slice on Broadway, supporting Pittsburgh podcasting with the perfect pepperoni pizza. Just Pro Wrestling News Podcast. No filler, no pop-ups. Production services by Sidekick Media Services. And listeners like you, supporting us at patreon.com/Wrestling Mayhem Show.
Just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait. Wait for the perfect time then attack. Don't give up what you want, take it back. Wait for the perfect.
And then here we are, is the Wrestling Mayhem Show.
Oh, yeah.
We're recording everywhere. We're adjusted the cameras and then unadjusted the cameras. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. It's okay. You're here with us because it's over 820 episodes. We've been talking about professionalized wrestling. I am Mike Sorg at Sorgatron on the Twitter in the Sorgatron Media Studios in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And we have with us from Beacon, New York, the only member with a feature endeavor from the WWE. He is Mad Mike.
Sorg, that heel turns a coming.
What?
Oh, I feel it.
The
heel turns a coming.
For Mad Mike or our guest?
No, for Dominic Guerrero.
Yeah.
I feel it.
Wonderful.
Wonderful.
We'll get into that. We'll get into that. Also, back on the show, and we got to thank him so much for hopping in here on such short notice. We had a cancellation, so but I can always, you know what? We got a lot of great talent here in Pittsburgh. We got a lot of great talent that's working not one but two major promotions in one night. A lot of people getting opportunities. A lot of people getting a lot of eyeballs on them, and that is what it's about. That's what we do when we work with professional wrestling and independent professional wrestling. And then we have Joe Murphy.
Hey, how we doing? I jumped the gun a little bit on the intro. So.
Yes, that's all right. That's all right. I was trying to figure out how to bring that in for a landing. But Joe Murphy back with us, the highly I can't remember how it goes. The highly caffeinated, most caffeinated?
Well,
are we still workshopping this?
No. The way I have Red do it at Rise shows is the most caffeinated wrestler.
The most caffeinated wrestler
in the world.
In the world.
Yes.
In the world.
Just like Shane McMahon's old introduction.
Okay. we'll talk. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about the fact that you have merch since you've been here last,
No.
and I'm sure we will come up with new ways to enhance you to the next level. That's why you can't. That's why you were so anxious to get on here. You're like, I got merch last time I showed
merch.
up.
Yeah.
Who knows what I'm going to get this time? I should have brewed something up for you, man. Listen, man. I got some
Don't
Defy.
worry, maybe I'm brewing up some ideas.
Ooh,
That's 2 puns in a row.
I got Defy Wrestling coffee in the back. I got Seth Rollins coffee in the back.
I've been meaning to try Rollins' coffee.
Oh, oh man, we might have to take an extended middle break for me to brew some coffee here, guys. I don't know. I don't have any producers to help me out with that kind of situation anymore. Mike, get over here and make some coffee.
Intern Mike.
I don't drink coffee. You don't want me making your coffee.
I mean, you just put the beans in the thing and the grind.
I
and
don't.
hit the,
I've
hit
literally
play.
never made coffee before in my life that wasn't a K cup.
That's depressing.
Wow.
I don't drink coffee.
It's really sad to hear, actually.
Show's called K cup over, right?
I mean,
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
at a loss
okay.
for words.
Yes.
I'm very caffeinated without coffee. I don't believe I need it.
No. If this is what you've been doing this show for all these years without any caffeination, you know.
Yep.
You know how much coffee I need to have during the day to be okay for this show, to keep up with you. At this point, you know how much I drink after the show to finish the show.
Sorry, just picture me at a New York Comic Con.
Oof.
Now imagine me with coffee at a New
Your
York.
natural high is tremendous.
Yeah, it is.
Jeez. Anyways, it's like you can't move. You can't stop moving. Look at him.
You should have seen me when I was on my own at Disney Hollywood Studios in the Star Wars park. I think I literally racked up 25,000 steps.
It's impressive. It's good cardio.
As you do. Anyways, so just want to make sure we are up there so I can see the chat room. There's everybody. There's Dave Ponder and Tina hanging out. Cool. And Mad Mike saying hi to everybody. Hello. And we are also on the Twitter Spaces. We're on the Facebook and YouTube for the Wrestling Mayhem Show, the Sorgatron Media Twitch, and the Facebook and the YouTube for IndyWrestling.us. However you may be joining us this evening. No, wait, not the Facebook, Twitch and the YouTube for IndyWrestling.us. However you're joining us, thank you for being here. We appreciate you. Also, we'd like you, if you have any thoughts or opinions throughout the show or any other suggestions, anything like that, I want you to hit us up at that email address. Good times at WrestlingMayhemShow.com. Or when we also have a hotline at 412. Oh my God, I forgot.
6 WMS0.
Wow. Oh man.
Mike on the spot.
What am I doing with water? I should have gotten more coffee. Jeez. But nursing this pumpkin cold brew all day. Yes, 412-206-WMS0 is the hotline. I'm sorry, I've lost myself. Tweet us at Mayhem Show, and we have a Wrestling Mayhem Show Facebook group. Has a lot of great discussions throughout the week. Sorry, I'm just thinking about some of the things that were in there this week. But and also we do have a Discord and a Reddit. If you want to participate over there, I keep an eye on them. If anyone starts talking over there, well, actually, we were doing a little bit of Discord this past week, so. That's when I want to have some more direct questions. We're like, guys, what the hell's up with this thing? Anyways, we also...
And the answer is always coffee.
And we're here live at 10 p.m. Eastern Time on Facebook Live and on all the other places that I said. We did not do the Monday show this week because I was still in the air. And it was not boss time, Mike.
We'll get to
that in a second. Let me get to the Patreons. Patreon.com/Wrestling Mayhem Show. Thank you to our supporters over there. If a fan of the show level, Bo Diggity! Woo! As well as Ed Burke, Team Hammerfest, and Bobby FJ Town at the Poppy Club level, Dave F. and Podner. I'm just giving people new names. At the Pizza Club level, Doc Remedy and The Riz, as well as at the manager level, Don't Call Me Butts Bradley, and the Mother of Dragons, Tina Keys. You guys can become part of the show too, and maybe I'll give you a fun name, or you can give us your fun name to say. Most of those are theirs at patreon.com/Wrestling Mayhem Show. And maybe I'll actually post some of the clips that I've been meaning to do the last couple of weeks. We had a good discussion before the show. Dutters was actually joining us still from the Awesome Cast. And what the hell did we talk about? I don't remember right now. But
dude, we talked about Trapper Keepers.
We talked about Trapper Keepers, yes.
Optimus Prime, Shredder fighting Batman.
Shredder fighting Batman, yes.
Oh,
Yes.
I love those comics, and that animated movie is superb.
Yes, we were talking about the animated movie mostly, because somebody had not was not aware of it much, but has seen the meme.
Oh, you gotta see it.
Also, the part when Katie held up the Proper Keeper and says, "You're so 80s right now," and it's like, no, that's just we grew up in that era.
Yeah.
The youngins on the show.
Sorry, I was born like in '97, so you know.
Oh
God.
Darn.
Every time. No.
It's okay. I feel old. It's fine.
You feel old.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
I'm 25, bro. I'm past my prime.
If you're fine, then what the hell is my excuse?
Oh, I
Like,
don't know.
I didn't start figuring shit out until 38.
Oh,
I still haven't.
that's the spirit.
Still working on it. I haven't
What
even
was
figured
it?
out coffee.
Oh,
Yeah, obviously, which
what
is
was it? The most interesting people I know still haven't figured out things in their 40s.
Thank you, Boz Lerman.
Yes. Hey, I took a lot of that song to heart, and this is,
Yeah, I was gonna say you randomly do just quote that song.
yes,
Like, all right,
it's
okay.
my life
Sorg,
attitude Bible.
Sorg, do you think that we've done enough episodes
Mm-hmm.
where someone could take snippets from all the episodes and put together the Sorg version of Wear Sunscreen?
Like, so do you think that what you're talking to me? So do you
Yeah.
think that over 800 and episodes, that there are enough helpful life anecdotes from me,
Yeah.
to put to Everybody's Free from the Romeo and Juliet soundtrack?
I think it's possible.
Okay.
I mean, statistically speaking, it has to be. Like,
I'm sure that I've said something worthwhile in the last 15 years.
You've dropped the odd pearl, Sorg.
Have I? Have I taken something to heart? Okay. Good times at WrestlingMayhemShow.com. If I have said something that still rents space in your brain on this show, let me know. Since Mike set me up for that, I'm fearful of what those answers will be. But
I'm anticipatory. Those answers.
likewise, yeah.
yes, or if there's any pearls that Mad Mike has said over the years.
No, we don't.
No, far
No,
less
no.
likely.
Far less likely. Do that with the headline, with the subject line, Sorg Pearls.
You want a second to rephrase that, Chief?
I
Or
ain't afraid. I ain't afraid.
all
I
right.
ain't afraid.
Pearls of Sorg.
You know how I've been on phrasing today? Are we still doing phrasing?
I don't think
We're
we're
still doing.
Listen,
phrasing.
I had this conversation with Katie today.
Oh, God.
That went as such. Hold on, that's all the drawings she made on Duncan has a drink called Nutty Pumpkin. It's pumpkin and hazelnut, really good. Listen, I'm already going down that list by visit. The nut will come. I have to pick up my dog and I'm going to nut. Nope, delete that. I mean, I'm going to Duncan on the way. No nut. It wasn't on their screen. She didn't know what I was talking about. I got Mandela'd. This is my Tuesday.
So you
That's
didn't nut
painfully
on their
awkward.
screen.
I did
got
not
it.
nut. I said
No nuts detected.
no nuts detected.
I mean, if that's a problem that persists,
Wait,
you see a
it's not
doctor.
hashtag No Nut November yet, right?
Not for another couple months.
Oh, I'm not elaborating on that. And if you're new to the show,
And cue Tina saying "Thank God for headphones." There it is. There it is.
You was
Right
ahead of
there.
you.
Right
Ahead
there.
of you.
Boom.
Oh man, thank heavens for earbuds. Well,
Boom.
Junior's got to learn it somewhere, right?
Boom goes the dynamite.
I mean, do you want it learning on a safe place, the safety of a world distributed podcast, or in like an alley somewhere?
This could be
Is that where
considered a
kids
pearl.
learn things these days? I don't know.
I'm just
I don't.
pleased with myself that I've timed the delay to the Facebook chat perfectly. It's taken a long time, but
Yeah.
I've finally
like
nailed it.
like 10 years.
I have finally nailed it.
I mean, it still counts.
Right on the nut. Right on the nut.
Moving on.
Moving on. Hey, let's talk about wrestling. This is the
Speaking of nuts, Matt Riddle.
I didn't see this. I saw. So that was in the middle part of Raw where I was like transitioning from.
That's not what I'm talking about.
What?
Yeah, is there something? Is there some Riddle news I missed?
Is there new Riddle news? Oh no.
Well, man.
Okay. Does this have anything to do with last night?
I was there last night, by the way. Humble brag.
Seth Rollins was tagged in the tweet.
Wait, okay. Well, what are we talking about here?
Okay, well, first
Update me.
So first, let's talk about what Seth Rollins did last night.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What?
Because the rest
First
is
of all,
just speculatory.
First of all, the things I
gossip
saw, I saw the footage, and some of it shared by WWE accounts itself of because when you're in Pittsburgh, there's a parking garage, and then like there's like an open space where they usually park all the production trucks. Yep. And apparently there's footage again on WWE and from fans of the two of them brawling with no video cameras present.
I love that.
Right?
I loved that so much.
Very
Okay.
Impact 2013.
That's very good.
So that happened, and did they bring it onto the show? Did they show it on the show?
No.
No. It's just a
No,
thing
they
that was
didn't.
out there in social media world.
It's just a thing that was
I
out
love
there,
it.
and they're like that's brilliant.
This is that thing. This is that thing where it's and one of the wrestlers was talking about this recently on an interview, probably with Renee or something, where it's like you watch the show, but if you're watching all the things on social media around the show, you are going to be rewarded for that, right? By like like the extra layers and this and that and the other thing. Like it's great. That's why I love the BTAs and the WWE exclusives, and we get to play in all these spaces, right? Anyways, so that happened. What happened on Raw last night? I did see a small clip of this.
Where do you want us to start?
Go ahead.
I mean, okay. I was there live. I mean, the opening match was like the whole reason I went, because I'm a bit of a Rhea Ripley simp. If you couldn't tell by my social media.
What?
You know,
What?
crazy, right?
Am I following you? I feel like I noticed this. Are those the tweets I'm liking?
Yeah, I would hope so. Well, I didn't put it on Twitter.
Are you
that's
one of
too
those
real.
guys that like that wishes Rhea Ripley would like pick you up?
Excuse me, sir. I have been that guy since NXT UK. Okay.
Okay.
I'm the originator of these simps,
really?
sir.
Somebody's a Rhea simp hipster
Oh,
over
yeah.
here.
I was doing it before it was cool, back when she had long hair. Okay.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
So-
I mean, I was one in the Mayhem Classic, but that's just me.
Well, no, it doesn't count
UK
then.
even existed.
She wasn't like goth mommy then. She was like just basically diet Charlotte.
Say goth mommy?
I did say
Yeah.
goth mommy.
She was
I know what I'm
better
about.
Charlotte, and that's all I want out of wrestling is better Charlotte.
Yeah, you know what? Fair. I'll give you that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways.
Yeah. So like the opening match was a tag match where it was AJ and Dolph against Judgment Day, and it was pretty cool. So yeah. I mean, I could elaborate
by the
more,
way-
but my attention was clearly averted to something else. So let's just go ahead and.
By the way, that turn is coming. That turn is coming.
Oh, I was admiring his mullet Dominic's growing there.
Sword.
Yeah.
Sword. Do you want to know more reasons I know this turn is coming? They did a bit where Ray picked Edge to be his partner for Clash at the Castle, and not Dominic.
Okay, but why wouldn't you pick Edge though? He's like he's an established tag team veteran, bro. He's like what? How many times tag team champion?
I'm aware of this.
Like,
I'm aware of this. But
Dominic
you know
has
what?
no right to be mad.
But it's Dominic we're focusing on here.
Yeah. Fair.
And also, I just watched Celebrity Family Feud
With the Miz family?
with the Miz family versus the Mysterio family.
Oh.
Spoiler alert for Celebrity Family Feud.
Does Team Miz win?
The Mysterios win.
Cancelled.
Guess who's not picked to do Fast Money?
It's Aaliyah. I knew it. It's a slow burn turn.
Aaliyah and Ray do the Fast Money,
Oh.
and not Dominic.
Darn.
So I'm telling you, that turn is coming.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Dominic's just gonna say, "Nut my poppy."
Damn it.
So we're still on this then. Okay. All right.
I'm glad we can set the tone for
Yeah.
like the complete day.
I mean, if you want me to tell the full Rhea story, I mean, like from Raw last night, I can make this a lot worse.
But moving on.
Yeah, there we go.
Moving on.
Yeah.
Maybe in the third segment.
Ooh, okay.
There's
It's also much less. It's also
Maybe in the
video.
Patreon gold.
yeah,
All right.
yeah. We've already given them too much.
You give me an inch, I'll take a mile.
That's
So,
right.
Yeah.
Oh, Mike's dad.
Bye, Mike.
Anyways, Seth Rollins and Riddle is the story we're talking about, and what happened last night.
Go ahead.
Oh,
Go
no,
ahead.
be my guest.
Go ahead.
You have seniority.
You're doing a great job here. Go ahead.
Oh.
No. You do. I'll
You're-
do the Twitter follow up.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll
So
do the Twitter follow up.
all right. So like now, because I was there live, they showed the segment on like, is it still called the Titantron? What is it called?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it is. Yeah.
Okay,
Still
cool.
called Titantron.
Yes. So it was a sit-down interview with Graves, Matt Riddle, who got his first name back. Good for him. Love to see
Yay!
it. I guess. And then Rollins, and then
They got it back from the pawn shop.
yeah, we're gonna take this back now. So it was your standard wrestling interview basically. But where it really got interesting was at the basically when they wrapped. Oh, sorry, I'm really tall. I have to get in shot here. When they wrapped the segment, young Master Rollins said, "Yo, Riddle, are you still there?" And he's like, "Yeah, bro." And then they got into this whole little spat about like, because Riddle mentioned Seth's family and said that Becky Lynch is the only man in the family, which is a very not progressive way to look at things, young Matthew.
And
How
also
could
a
you?
joke that's been made many times
It's
before.
it's been beat like like a rather dead horse.
Like there was even a shirt that Becky had called
The
that
man's
Seth
man.
had called the man's man.
That's a pretty cool shirt, not gonna lie. I mean, I would
Yeah.
never buy one, but it's cool. It was decently designed.
Yeah.
But the whole source of this basically came from Rollins being like, "You want to talk about my family? I mean, I could talk about yours, but you don't have any because your wife left you and took the kids, basically." And then Riddle's like, "Okay, full on violence mode." He's like,
He was like, I saw the clip where he's like, "Where are you right now?" And I'm just
Square
like,
up.
"Oh no,
Yeah.
oh no."
so
And he kept screaming, "I'm gonna fucking hurt you."
Yeah, yeah.
Like, he was just screaming it. I'm like,
Yeah.
"Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Mm-hmm.
This is gonna be real fun."
yeah, that clash on Saturday is gonna be pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
So they brought back the New Year's Revolution Dragon, by the way, for the graphics.
Oh,
That's my
is,
that's
isn't
my
it?
favorite return ever in wrestling so far. I mean, Edge's return at like the Royal Rumble is awesome and all, but New Year's Revolution Dragon though, he's going to the
Yeah.
top.
Absolutely.
Jeez.
But so in the not as fun part of the story that happened afterwards.
Yes, this is
Okay.
the part I'm interested in. I don't know about this.
Apparently, Riddle, who has been known for some things on his cellular telephones.
Oh no.
Oh, word?
Yeah. Apparently, someone screen captured some of his texts that were very illicit. I'm not even going to say the contents of them on this show.
Are you
because
saying
that's just-
Are you saying worse than the stuff that we've said that makes Tina blush out there?
Yes. Yes. But and apparently this is not new. This person has been tweeting these out for a while. A lot of people, like, I had never heard about them, but this time she tagged Seth Rollins in the tweets.
Ooh.
So it's gonna be real interesting to see if this plays out at all. I don't think it's gonna, because that's a little too inside baseball.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well,
But
You say that.
yeah, if you just look up Matt Riddle on Twitter, I'm sure you'll be able to find the screenshots. And oh boy,
I do love reading screenshots of personal people's matters. That's
Yeah, that
some of my
doesn't
favorite entertainment.
already happen too much on wrestling chats. Anyways,
yeah, but that was just a little funny a sousant of controversy after the very good promo by Riddle and
It's an
Rollins.
outstanding promo.
yes. Yeah. From what I saw Raw last night, there was a lot of good stuff. We have new women's champions, women's tag champions, excuse me.
No doubt.
There's some decent setups. We had the everybody but Reigns segment. I am loving the Owens and Sammy situation, including the. Did Sammy really yell BET after that high five?
Yeah, he said bet.
handshake?
He said bet, yeah.
Oh, bet.
Yeah,
okay.
he said bet.
Because
Okay.
Owens like proved to me that you're boys basically, and they did like this really
Okay,
elaborate,
gotcha.
cool '90s rific callback.
I misread a
handshake.
tweet. I apologize.
Yeah.
So the whole like what was it? Jimmy loves me.
Oh,
but
and
Jay.
Tina just posted those texts in the chat.
Oh, did
Ugh.
he? Did she? I'm sorry.
Are they okay to be in the chat?
Well, if you are interested, then
Yes.
you can proceed.
Darn, I'm on the show. I can't see them.
Well, we have a break after segment 2. Let's go. Anyways,
But Sammy, like, when Kevin Owens comes to save Sammy after the Usos beat him down, it's going
the
to be
inevitable.
the best thing in the world.
I'm watching this segment and I'm like, oh my God, we are setting up. Like this is me doing the future reading that I tell Mike to roll back on. But I'm sitting and watching this segment and just thinking about we're setting up for Sammy and Kevin to get together and they're going to take those damn belts, aren't they? They're completely going to take those belts from them, aren't they?
You could even go one step further and Sammy helps Kevin win the big belt.
Maybe.
Because he brought it up again last night.
He did?
Yeah.
He brought it up again last night, and he said the only reason he's not champion is because of Jey Uso.
18 months ago!
Callbacks.
18 months ago.
I love
Yes.
continuity in wrestling. I'm so happy it's back. That's also my
Yes.
second favorite return now. Sorry, Edge, you've been knocked out on like number 3 now.
What?
So it's New Year's Revolution Dragon, continuity, then Edge's big return after 9 years. That's the 3. That's the 3.
Okay.
What about the
That's
Kurt
fair.
Angle return? In the shoe shop.
That was pretty good. Dude,
Yes, that was. I didn't get to see the end of that segment, but it was a lot of fun while I was seeing.
I popped so hard when he came out wearing the Team Angle jumpsuit. I'm like, I was like literally shaking my body. He's got the jumpsuit on.
There was also like, did he wrestle? Did
No.
they do it? I'm
No.
like, why is he in gear? What is happening right now?
Dude, if I had Kurt Angle's abs,
Hey, you
I would never
always
wear a shirt
bring your
ever.
gear.
That's
Yeah.
true. That is true. If I look like
Always bring your
Kurt,
gear.
you look like Kurt Angle at that age, you'd be like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna wear a hoodie with no shirt underneath. Are you kidding me?
Yes.
Yeah. Like,
I do that now. And
Bold
I don't
strategy.
look anything like Kurt Angle.
Yeah.
I have
Fair.
better hair though.
that's true. Yeah, yeah. That's a plus. Yeah.
There was oh God, I'm sorry. This is a side note, but it's been renting space in my head. In TikTok, there's another podcast that like retell. I don't know what this is, but they're kind of retelling stories. But then they put actual footage from WWE of the story they're telling of what happened, and it keeps coming up. And they've been different points of the storyline between Booker T and Kurt Angle.
Oh, that's one of my favorite memes.
We know what we're talking about
Oh,
here.
are we
This
allowed
is
to
when
talk about
it?
Kurt
We sure
Angle.
do.
Kurt Angle started an unhealthy obsession with Charmel.
Hey, it's perfectly healthy. As long as, well, I mean, she didn't consent.
not
Never mind.
some of
Never
the
mind.
things
Never
that
mind.
No, it was really,
No,
and they didn't even get to the one statement that I'm not going to say. But
that's
it
the
was
fair
just
part.
a lot of he was really interested in her.
Yeah.
She fell down. He gets a crazed look in his eyes, and then starts going for his ankle, or for her ankle. I'm sorry.
As you do.
And then there's the one today that I came across was when he's like shirtless running through the back, goes into Booker T's locker room, and she's in there. And just like, and you're like, oh no, something horrible is happening.
Oh, yeah.
But then Booker T comes in and like he attacks him from behind the door, and she yells, "You idiot!" at him. And just like, what is happening in this area right now? So sorry, been kind of back around on that. So
Dude, like,
I just man, early 2000s WWE was freaking wild, and man,
do you know my favorite tidbit about that story?
Hmm.
Is Kurt Angle didn't know what I don't know if I'm allowed to say. He didn't know what he was.
he didn't know the phrases that he was told
Yes.
to say that were okay.
Yeah,
All right.
which is okay, good, because I wasn't sure if I was allowed to say it on the show, but
Nah,
like,
I don't.
I
wanna, we
mean,
don't need to venture down.
Right,
You
right.
can look it up, but
but no, because like he has that.
he's from Mount Lebanon. He probably
Yeah.
didn't know.
No,
He
no,
has a phone.
He's
He has a phone.
in 2006, bro.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
2005?
yeah,
Like,
in 2006, I was on Twitter.
I don't
No,
know.
no, you weren't. I don't think.
No,
Okay.
I think Twitter was like a
2006, I was listening
Yeah.
to podcasts
I mean,
on my
listen,
iPod.
man. He probably didn't know anything until Tout came out and they made everybody get an account. Okay, so
Yeah,
Tout for life.
and I would be more concerned if Kurt Angle did Google what that was beforehand. like if he already if he was already established and knew what it was, like I would be even more concerned because I found out about what that was through Kurt Angle. So
See,
you know,
WWE was really educational.
They were, yeah.
I learned big words from reading comic books at WWF magazine.
there you go.
Malevolent.
Speaking of WWE Magazine, that's how I found, because we were talking about like, you know, the world ending and stuff like that. That's how I found out like the sun is eventually going to burn out, because they did like an article on like Edge's tattoo, because he has like the really cool dying sun tattoo. He's like, yeah, this is going to happen at some point.
So-
And I'm like,
So the really interesting WWF magazine explainer things that really got me thinking were like when they're talking about Undertaker and Papa Shango and other characters, and you know they describe the there's always like the writer was sent to this place off the radar to interview this person, which is like Papa Shango's lair in God knows where,
Parts unknown.
or
Parts unknown.
in parts unknown,
Right.
Yeah, in yes, parts unknown where, just like they would go visit the craziest of them
Or
and
they visit
describe
Skinner in the swamp.
Skinner in the swamp. Yes, that's the one. Like somebody was in a swamp, right?
Yeah.
Skinner was in a swamp. I should have known that. I just watched a little bit of Rampage, UK Rampage '92, and
Nice.
Skinner was a part of it.
What did you learn? Bypassing, what did you learn from UK Rampage '92?
The title match was halfway through the card.
Yes.
It was on Sky Sports. Was always like, okay, that's a thing. Sherry was still with. This was just a couple weeks after WrestleMania 8. Whose ankle was still messed up? I think Macho Man's ankle. Randy Savage's
Probably Randy, yeah.
ankle was still messed up from WrestleMania 8 with Ric Flair.
Oh shit! It was Randy versus Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
No, that actually happened.
I gotta
Yeah.
watch that.
But okay, I thought that was special.
I gotta
yeah.
watch
I
that.
mean, it's like kind of a glorified house show in the long run. But the main event I know involves British Bulldog because they're in the UK.
Of course.
But I'm trying to think what else. I don't know. I was kind of trying to doze
I'm
off.
looking at the results.
I was trying to
now.
get sleep. I was trying to get sleep Thursday before or Wednesday before our flight, and so before our stupid early flight. But anyways.
Who's stronger in the context of like power scaling? Is it Mansoor in Saudi Arabia or British Bulldog in the UK?
British Bulldog was literally unconscious for a lot of his SummerSlam main events. so
Sure
I'd say-
was.
I'd say him.
But he did lose against Shawn Michaels in One Night Only, or was it One Night Only? Whatever the name of the show was, the one where Bulldog dedicated the match to like someone who was dying, and then
Yeah,
he
but
lost.
that wasn't in the UK.
That was sad. No, that was in the UK. That was in like London, I think, wasn't it?
No.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure.
Do we have an intern that can Google this for me?
It's usually Mike.
Oh, hey Mike, could you do me a favor and Google if you were wrong?
Yeah, look at him go. Look at him go. He usually only Googles when it needs to be proven right.
Right.
So,
Yeah, no, I mean,
we know how this goes.
I'm fairly confident that I'm correct about this.
Because it was
but,
for the
you know,
European
I'll
title.
double check.
I don't know, but there's so many.
Oh, for the European
European
title.
title,
I
yeah.
apologize. I thought
all
you
good.
meant for the WWE title.
No.
Context, Mr. Murphy.
Sorry.
Okay, no.
Yeah, that was in the UK.
No, I don't. I think Bulldog won it in Europe,
He
but
did.
then maybe Shawn won it in Canada.
Probably. No, Shawn won it from Triple H, or no, Triple H took it from Shawn. Never mind, because they had that really funny.
Yeah, Triple H won it from
Christmas
Shawn.
episode. Yeah. Yo, Sarge, I did it.
I'm checking right now.
All right.
Let's see.
Shawn won it
Oh, you're right. Shawn won at One Night Only in Birmingham, England.
Yep. Yeah. Because Bulldog thought he was gonna win that match because like wrestling or whatever, and he's
Yeah.
like, yeah, I dedicate this to like someone who's dying and might have been one of his family members. And Shawn's like, yeah, that doesn't work for me, brother. I'm taking that strap. So.
Oh, all right. So here's the funny thing. The match took place on September 20th, 1997.
Mm-hmm.
It was aired on December 22nd.
Yikes.
So WWE recognizes Michael's reign. Oh, I'm sorry. Never mind. The match with Triple H and Shawn took place on the 11th,
Mhm.
but it aired on the 22nd.
Okay.
That's a fun
So-
match.
So Shawn got a couple extra days in there for his title.
So
run.
I learned that these matches from UK Rampage showed up on over the last several months on Primetime Wrestling, and that was something I think Bradley came in and I learned a lot of. We had a discussion about that because Primetime Wrestling was always interesting because it was such a hodgepodge of matches from all over the place, here's some stuff from probably their MSG show. Here's some stuff from this. We probably shot this spare match from at a Superstars taping or something, right? So that was kind of interesting when I started watching this thing and dozing off and watching this thing, and I was like, I gotta look up this. What the hell is this show? Because I thought it was like a compilation, like the old World Tour '91 tape that I had, right? That which is by the way on there.
Nice.
But which is really interesting to relive those without hooking up a VCR. We talked about 80s-ness. That's one of the greatest things is when they started putting Coliseum videos up. You want to watch the Bruce the Barber Beefcake VHS that has all the vignettes about him going to barber school?
Oh,
Yeah,
no, that actually sounds pretty cool.
It's pretty fantastic.
You won me over because I'm like, I don't like Brutus Beefcake. But oh wait, hold on, there's character origins.
That's the
Okay,
tape.
okay.
That's the tape I own.
One of my favorite character origins is still Carmella was a hairdresser.
She sure was.
She was a hairdresser
Yep.
and had this miracle cream that magically took off all the hair off the top of your head.
Off the dudes from.
And they dumped it on a dog.
Yep. Because I was like, that's real early NXT. That's like right before it was like on the network, I think, right? 'Cause it was like.
no, it was on the
they were
network at that
They were on the
point.
network at
Okay.
that point. Yeah.
But
It's shortly after, I think, though, right? I think they were some of the early characters. Dude, Enzo and Cass like were absolute gold out the gate there. It was pretty good.
Those guys never took the tag team titles. That's insane.
No, they didn't have a chance to. They imploded shortly after that with everything between injuries and just apparently anxiety and substance abuse.
Yeah.
you can't teach that.
And you can't.
Well, I mean, you probably can teach it if you just follow his steps. And
And if you have a question about what you can teach, I will have I have a shout out for Fishing Without Bait at fishingwithoutbait.com and sorgatronmedia.com, where we talk about mindfulness and overcoming substance abuse.
well, that makes that joke a lot more awkward now. Whoopsie.
Oh no, that was a setup for Sorg. I knew he'd pick it up and run with it.
Really, you
cover.
thought I was going to do a mindfulness podcast drop at that point?
Absolutely.
I respect your bold-faced lie.
Okay, that's fine.
By the way, Rhea Ripley and Gunther just showed up on NXT.
I was gonna like start simping, but I'm like, well, I don't think this is the place. I don't want this to be like recorded.
Can you hold your sips for after we go off air?
I will do my best.
Or completely.
Yeah,
simping.
I mean, I don't know if he'll be able to, Sorg. Simping ain't easy.
Simping ain't easy. Damn it.
Where's Ice-T when you need him?
Damn it.
Where's the Godfather when you need him?
Probably
Honestly,
Las Vegas.
Las Vegas.
If
yeah.
Rhea Ripley changes her gimmick
Mhm.
to the Godfather, and just comes out to Simping ain't easy.
Send me up.
Like,
I'll
honestly,
do it for free.
give her a stable with Dominic, with Angel Garza.
Doesn't she like actively simp troll on Twitter?
Yeah,
She
too?
does.
Yeah.
She very much
She does. That's a new development because before she was like kind of like on the
Oh,
fence
man.
about it. Like this is something I keep live tabs on, obviously, for research purposes and nothing else. But yeah, this is a more recent development that she actively like baits and stuff. And I'm like, oh, cool. But you know, that's a thing.
Hey, what the hell are we doing here? You know what? What's good? I think we're at that point of the show.
Wow, quick time already.
Hey, you know what? I'm trying to think of a transition, but I can't. If you want to simp on some independent professional wrestling, go to IndyWrestling.us.
There we go.
You can see a lot. You can see a lot of Ziggy Heim there.
Yeah.
Like, that's. Did you see where she kissed? What was that? Mike Montgomery. She faced at AEW after the match, and she's like, I just saw so many people unfollow me and cancel my OnlyFans.
That's rough.
I don't know what. Ziggy is generally just an interesting social experiment on social media, and I love watching it. It's just so great.
I told her that's like when Trish announced that she was pregnant at the Hall of Fame and it got booed. I'm like,
Not only did she announce she was pregnant,
you fucking goobers.
Yes, exactly, exactly. Yeah, it's like, yes, you have. I don't know. Listen, men's brains are weird, and
No doubt.
No.
no doubt.
Morons' brains are weak.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, I'm smart.
Morons.
I'm smart enough to be self-aware.
I feel like it's genetic, but
Yeah.
anyways. But enough of that, because that's not there. You know what is on IndyWrestling.us? Our friends at Revenge Pro, Press Your Luck, is on there with the Rick Rude Award of the Week. Katie Arquette is a part of that show, as well as Wardlow making an appearance, so the AEW TNT champion, returning the Erie, one of the towns that made him, where he had some of his best matches, to be perfectly honest, with John McChesney, Pretty Boy Smooth, and Bill Collier. I think he had PB. I'm pretty sure he had a match with Pretty Boy Smooth. It's been a few years, but anyways, a lot of fun over there. And of course, I have loved somebody has been like reviewing the Vicious Outcast, not those ones, the Victory Championship Wrestling, that's the one. Those shows, and it's been fun to see that and see people reacting to some of the shows that are happening. And of course, this weekend is VCW's on Civil War, I believe it's called. Is that the show? Oh shit! I think I'm supposed to do a promo
I'm
today.
pretty sure it means. I think it's called This Means War.
This Means War.
I'm
That's
also
right.
going to be there.
Thank you. On Civil War is another show from years ago. You're gonna be hanging out. You're gonna be there.
I'm going to be there.
Are
in
you
some
the fourth
capacity.
man? Is this breaking news?
But
Are you
whose
the
side
fourth
is he
man on the
on?
page? Am I the fourth man?
I mean, if they pay me enough,
Is Mike the fourth man?
Mike could be the fourth man.
Sure.
Are you going to defend Zeke Mercer's honor?
Oh, hell no.
Yeah. Oh wait. Yeah, that's right. Zeke's on that team. Yeah, I can't do it.
We'll talk about that in a sec. Yeah. So you'll be there. We're going to promote all this. This worked out really well. Having you on. We have. You think we have a plan on this show? Come on.
Full send or no send?
What?
Full send or no send?
Okay, Dalton Throttle.
Nice. Sorg doesn't get it.
No, I don't. Apparently I don't. I don't know.
He's not.
There's a lot of the new fangled
Sorg.
I don't.
Leroy Jenkins or no Roy Jenkins?
Oh, thank you. Okay.
Can you explain to me like I'm 75 years old?
Listen, can you explain to me like I'm in my 40s?
Yes. Thank you, Mike.
Hey, I'm almost there, but I still got it.
Oh man. Hey, some people are doing the coolest thing in their 40s. Okay.
Yeah.
But.
Like waking up for launches that don't happen.
Or being AJ Styles.
Hey.
No, I applaud you. I would have done the same thing.
Yeah, lunch is pretty sweet.
I feel bad. I feel worse for our friend Ginny that was like spend the entire weekend there in the social media thing. Although she had a lot of great experiences, but then to not have it get scrubbed. But anyways, we'll be back. She'll be back. She's the biggest NASA geek. Anyways, IndyWrestling.us. That's the point right now. A lot of stuff there, YouTube and everything going on. So Tina, it's the best decade. Don't worry about it. So, but anyways, yeah, that's enough of that. Indie wrestling. So you'll be there. So we'll plug that real quick since that's the next thing coming up. Vicious Outcast Wrestling is another promotion that is also on the network, by the way.
Is it really? Oh, cool.
Yeah. We got I think we have most of the catalog on the network, the VOD, and a lot of it on the YouTube Ringside members. If you want to check that out.
Okay. I met Tommaso Ciampa there once when I was like a very heavy 13-year-old.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
So we can find a young heavy-set Joe Murphy.
Massive Joe Murphy.
Before the caffeine.
And the awesome hair.
It is a diuretic.
No doubt.
So, life tip. There. Add that one to my sunscreen song. So that's happening this week. There is a War Games. It's going to be the Deplorables. I don't even know half the names. But I think that's all you need to know. Against Beastman, Zeke Mercer, Andrew Palace, and you heard it first, the fourth man, Joe Murphy.
That's not. I don't think that's happening. No.
No.
I mean,
I thought we just confirmed it.
No. I mean, I was going to be there in some capacity. I'm not going to be the fourth man.
I mean, am I
going to get very?
What if the fourth man doesn't show up? Let's hypothetically.
Okay.
Walk me through this.
Okay.
Hypothetically, you get there, and the Beast Man walks up to you, and. Well, it doesn't ask you anything because he's a fucking beast man. He doesn't speak English,
yeah,
okay?
He's very incoherent.
But then, Zeke translates.
Okay.
Okay. And I know you have history with Zeke Mercer.
Both of you assume I'm going to listen to anything Zeke says in the first place. So.
There's that. Okay, then Andrew Palace steps up.
Yes.
And says, Joe.
Yeah. Hey, you know my name.
Joe.
That's awesome.
Yes, Andrew Palace. We'll pretend that Andrew Palace knows your name.
Yeah.
In this hypothetical dream state that we're in,
yes.
We'll pretend that Andrew Palace knows who you are in this world.
Right.
Welcome to the business, kid.
Okay.
It says, Joe, with your nose so bright, will you light my sleigh tonight? No, that's not the right one. That's a different anecdote.
No, it's close though.
That's another day's ago. It's allergy season, so you have a red nose. So in this hypothetical, okay?
Yeah,
and also West Virginia. God knows what's in the air down there. Oh my God. especially on the Panhandle.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, what was the point? Oh,
yes.
War Games.
War
Joe,
games.
we need a fourth person, and you're a person. Will you do it?
Dude, I have to go pick up my dog from Lamaze class. I don't think I can. You want me to step in a cage with 4 other people and they want to murder me? Yeah, no,
It's okay. They're called the Deplorables. How bad can they be?
Pretty deplorable, I imagine. Didn't they injure Zeke? That's crazy.
Yes.
I mean, good for him.
And yelled very questionable things when they did it.
Oh, okay. I don't agree with that. That's a bit much.
Yes. Yeah. Like things Kurt Angle shouldn't look up.
Yeah.
It's okay. We fix it on the post edit.
Yeah.
So.
This is great. But yeah, no, I mean, if I was offered to be the fourth man, I got to go pick up my cat.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? It's the main event.
It is the main event.
It's the biggest show in a young promotion's livelihood.
Right, yeah.
If it's not you, it's going to have to be Cowpoke Paul.
I'm sure Paul will do it.
But
I mean, No, they'll ask Christian Noir. I guarantee that guy will do it.
Listen, War Games can only take so much cowbell. I think they need you.
Yeah. Okay. You know what? If Cowpoke Paul gets in some sort of horrible rodeo accident like the Smoking Guns did back in '94, and they had to give up the tag team titles, and then if Christian had to go back to the Bayou to do whatever Bayou stuff.
I thought he's Christian anymore. Didn't he change his name?
Yeah, I think
he's Darius Noir or
he's
something.
Darius
now?
Noir now. Yeah.
Like I've known a couple people that have changed their names in wrestling. There was the Ziggy was Jinx. Noir already changed his name a couple of times.
4
already.
times.
Yes.
He lost the name. Now he gained Darius.
Yes. I think he had a whole other name in a mask at one point, didn't he?
I don't know.
Wait, do we know that? I don't like. It's pretty speculation. I read it on the sheets. Okay,
there we
anyways.
go. Yeah.
Yes. But just where are we getting at? War Games.
Yes.
War Games.
If everyone else is somehow injured or something else happens, and I am the last option, then I will 100% be the 4th man.
Excellent.
Yes.
Perfect.
I'm just picturing like Mr. Burns in the baseball episode of The Simpsons going like, "What if my 9 ringers came under 9 unfortunate mishaps?
Yes.
8? Sure, there's an outside chance, but 9, I'd like to see that."
That is a fascinating impression.
That's not bad though. Good for Matt.
fascinating.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I was taking more time, I could do it better, Mr. Burns, but I didn't, so I won't.
Who's heading back Saturday to Florida?
Florida.
No. Oh no, I don't think she is. Sorry. Anyways, as a side thing. But anyways. I don't know.
War Games!
War Games.
It's going to be a good show. It's going to be Sunday in McMecken, West Virginia. Now, you will be around for, if you're in Pittsburgh, there's a lot of shows happening next week.
Next year?
There's this month, honestly. Holy
Yeah.
crap. Wow, there's a lot of shows happening this month now I think about it. But one of those shows is Rise. I kept telling myself I will not take bookings this day. I want to go to this Rise show. I'm really, really excited to go see this Rise show. And then unfortunately, I did get some bookings. Unfortunately, I did get some bookings, but they were kind of ones I couldn't pass up, which is most of them, honestly.
It's okay, so just say you hate me. It's fine.
I want to go to a Rise show. You don't know how bad I wanted to go to the show, but also I need to work. So
You need to get that bag, bro.
I need to get the bag.
Secure that bag.
The bag?
That's another thing you're probably
secure
too
that
old
bag.
for, yeah.
No,
Oh, you got it?
No, the Rev kept us up to date with that. He literally brought a bag one time on the show to demonstrate.
Oh.
Yes, I'm a
Yeah,
very
okay.
visual learner. So
All right. I got you.
he had the bag. He showed the bag. There's stuff in the bag. It was a good night. We got 2 pizzas that night. By the way, there's pizza in the back. I forgot to mention.
Yeah, yeah, dude. I am down for some pizza.
All right, we'll get that in the next segment. But anyways, Rise Wrestling's come up. The biggest, the one I don't know. You have been announcing anything, but you're there. You'll be there. You're
I'll be
there.
there
You
in
got
some
your
capacity.
gear. You're gonna wear your gear to the venue as you usually do.
Yeah. Change it home.
Yes. But there's a lot of fun stuff happening there. Envy Young and Ron Mathis one thing on the card.
Oh yeah.
That got a lot of people's attention.
Mm-hmm.
So and this is in Baldwin. It's near Pittsburgh. What are you kind of eyeballing on that show next week?
Honestly, it's gonna be the MV and Mathis match. That's very interesting as well. I was there for MV's backyard barbecue. I believe is the name of the thing.
Yes.
Chris Lurusso was there as well, and
Thank you. Fine security work, by the way.
Well, you know, I didn't even. That's something I literally rolled out of bed for, and then because I was peer pressured. A lot of the things I do in wrestling is because I was peer pressured to it by my peers.
Yeah, that's basically this show. So yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, and that's whenever I don't know if that's the exact moment, but like LaRusso really took notice to MV's brawling skills. He's like, I really want to see him in Mathis, and I'm like, can't you like make that happen though? Like,
aren't you the booker?
yeah, dude, he's like 4 whiskeys deep, and I'm just like, you can do that, right? So.
Oh man, I really hope he does most of his booking when he's 4 whiskeys deep.
God, I hope so.
I mean,
too.
it kind of but also would kind of make sense. But anyways,
Yeah.
we'll ask him that if he's on the show soon. So
I don't think he's ever gonna be on the
like,
show.
listen, how drunk are you? What, LaRusso or?
LaRusso, yeah. 'Cause Once
Oh,
he finds out, like I've been on the show twice, like, oh, I don't want to be there. He doesn't like me.
Listen, he's kicked me in the face on this show. So
He
I mean,
has?
we have, yeah, that's a thing that's happened.
Personally, I wouldn't stand for it.
I think I asked.
He didn't.
Was it a? What is it? No, I didn't. No, not for very.
He
long.
didn't stand.
No.
Not literally speaking. Like,
Listen, I've been the most abused person on this show, I'm sure, other than, no, probably me.
Yeah.
Gory spit on in my face. That happened. I got drunk, passed out, and threw up on myself in this chair.
classy.
Yeah. Thank you, wife and the STDs. I don't know. So I'm sure there's some other obscene things that have happened.
God,
on the
out
show.
of context,
That sounds really bad.
But it was kind of a good night. It involved fire,
Even
leg
in
wrestling.
context, that sounds really bad.
Yeah. Like,
Mm-hmm.
dude, Sorg's like a secret party animal, bro. Like, that's crazy.
Oh, there's no secret.
No secret of. Well, I mean,
No,
I'm
just-
rather new to all of this, so I'm not sure.
Just get him going about the Juggalos, the gathering of the Juggalos.
It's kind of hard to fold my arms because there's a mic stand here, but you
Sorg's
have
like,
my
we're going
curiosity.
to an break.
Now you have my attention.
Let me tell you about Slice on Broadway. No, so last time you were here. All right,
Last time I was here.
let's talk about you.
Well, I love talking about me. It's
I'm
my
not
favorite
prepared.
subject.
I'm not prepared to talk about you because you were like 2 hours notice.
Yep.
But which I do appreciate.
Murphy on the spot.
Murphy on the spot. So last time you were here,
Yeah.
I need to bring something up here. I think they're on Jesse's website, right, Mike?
I believe I have the links. Or if we're talking about the merch.
Yes.
Fully gimmick.
Fully gimmicked,
Got
yes. Let me bring those up here momentarily. So last time you were here, we provide. Listen, you're not just here for the lulz. Especially newer talent like you. You're not just here to be on a podcast and bullshit about Harry Potter and Legos. That's why Mike's here.
Okay, that's
That's
good.
right,
Because I've never
that's
seen
right,
any of the
yes.
Harry Potter movies.
Whatever the case.
Oh,
or Batman versus Shredder or whatever the case. That's for Patreon. Anyways, but we provide a service to young wrestlers, whether it be to watch Blazing Saddles or for new ideas to help flesh you out a little bit, right? Flesh out your character.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes, you got
Okay. I just want to make sure. Listen, I got to be very careful what I say because I know if I say something interesting, Ponder will clip it out,
Oh, fun.
which will probably be this right here.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to be like, oh, God, why is that a tweet? So
Wouldn't you like to know?
like, that is something I'm fine saying buried in the middle of a 2-hour show that only so many people are going to get that far in. I don't know if I'm okay with a 30-second clip, and I've had to reconcile that a lot over the last couple of weeks. But anyways, you're in there somewhere. But you got some T-shirt action going on.
I did.
And your career soared.
Yeah. Sword right over the top rope after Dean Radford chopped the soul out of my body and threw me over the top. So.
Wait, what?
Yeah, did you miss the Rise Rumble?
No, I watched the Rise of Rumble.
Okay,
I
because
was in an editing glaze.
I got you. No, yeah, I was actually wearing one of the designs from Team Hammerfist. Big fans, by the way. And so I came out. I was number 27, statistically the best number in the Royal Rumble. Not so much the Rise Rumble. I got to knock down 2/3 of the Great Success, and shortly after that, Dean Radford came out and literally chopped the soul out of my body, and then gave my career a good sent my career flying as well. So.
There you go.
Upwards, but
Perfect.
unfortunately downwards.
Upwards and then downwards.
Yeah, once both feet hit the floor and I was out.
Just like Matt Riddle.
Just like Matt Riddle.
Anyways, without the controversy, hopefully. Anyways, this is one I bought this shirt. By the way, the Brew It Club 2 sugars me, bro. And just can we use the hand sign? I don't know if that's okay.
I mean, I'm afraid to.
I'm just. Just go with it. Whatever. At this point, we're in that. Listen, until you're like every week on 9WTV, I don't think the people with the copyrights are going to notice.
That's true.
Or fight or something like that. And this one, I don't know if I saw. I knew you had a second one, but I didn't know if this was the one that I saw before. If this is a new design or what.
Is it the Bruiserweight one?
The Bruiserweight Joe Murphy.
Yeah,
is this? Are you going to just call yourself this from now on? Is this going to be your?
Actually, full credit to Mad Mike. I believe originally came up with it.
Yes.
In passing, because Pete Dunne just went missing one day, and I'm like, well, I guess I'll
he's
take
not
it.
using it anymore.
Yeah.
Mike, what the hell just happened to you?
My entire internet just went down.
Oh no!
No,
No.
So I'm currently on my phone.
Okay, well.
I said something nice about him at Crash's router.
Yeah. He was just complimenting you while you
Yeah.
were gone.
That's crazy.
I mean, that's usually when it happens.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, everybody gets one.
We were talking about the Bruiserweight shirt that you helped come up with last time.
Oh yeah,
Well, it is an excellent idea.
it sure is.
It was so.
I've been seeing those out a lot too, which is kind of crazy. Like I've been seeing those out
Really?
places. Yeah, I'm like, whoa, what? Like that's crazy. Like that's a Joe Murphy T-shirt.
Yeah.
Like what?
And a lot of people, like, it takes a while to get their merchandise kind of figured out, right?
Yeah.
There's people who've been around 5 years that still haven't figured out, as far as I'm concerned.
Right.
Or just don't, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's been true. So what else have you been? You've been doing the Rise Rumble. What what do you have? Well, and you're like three months ago or something like that.
Just about, yeah.
Is there anything new to speak of career wise? I mean, other than
potential fourth man.
experience, yeah, fourth man Joe Murphy.
I missed. I'll do the thing. There we go. Yeah.
There you go. No gang signs. No gang signs here. We got an open window over here. You don't know.
Yeah, that's
we're in
bad.
the city, bro.
Oh.
But anyways, so you'll be going like you were at the barbecue bash, MV Young barbecue.
Backyard barbecue.
All the bees.
Yes.
Which is on Indie Wrestling, and some of the clips are actually starting to pop up over on YouTube as well, so you can check those out. I think the Ziggy Championship. God, does Ziggy have 3 belts now?
Probably.
Out of nowhere? Jeez, well, not out of nowhere, but like still, like it came quick. I just
Ziggy has 3 belts, I think, and I think
And I'm
MV
back.
Young has like 3 titles as well. Like, dude,
MV
everyone's
Young-
just collecting titles. Like,
yeah. So there was the Internet Championship that was a part of that as well.
Yeah.
So what's the biggest thing when you do what you learned? But what's the biggest thing you've been learning in your young career over the last couple of months? Kind of experiencing all this.
I mean, it's kind of hard to like put into words, but like I know it's kind of like hard to believe, but a lot of the times I just kind of keep my mouth shut and just like listen.
Okay. That's what you're supposed to be doing right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm supposed to be doing. But if you ask anyone, I don't do that. I'm a bit of a habitual line stepper. And so like, yeah, I got some things coming down the pipeline. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to talk about any of it. Because I'm like, I don't know. I don't want to jinx it.
So we can pry out some. Wait, are you the 5th man?
I could be the 5th man. Oh, you got me. Oh no, but no, I got some like a couple of the opportunities actually came from me doing this show, not to like just
Really?
Yeah, which
Okay.
I thought was pretty cool. Like I wasn't expecting it at all.
Hell, I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah. I mean, full credit to you. I mean, but if I get like messed up or injured or whatever, like all of it's coming back on you, bro. I'm suing you. No, I'm joking. I'm not gonna sue you. I don't even think I have a lawyer. I know you. I think you know a lawyer though.
I think we all know a lawyer.
Yeah,
or two.
or a couple.
Yes.
One also. I think one also wrestles sometimes. It's
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, something. But yeah, so it's just I'm kind of taking things how they go. Like again, like I'll be at VCW in some capacity. I joked about it earlier. Like all the things that come to me just because that come to me are because I'm being peer pressured into it. Like I had no intention of going.
Because you got to be talked to come down to West Virginia for sure.
Yeah,
I mean that's one thing, right?
Basically, because like. I keep joking with all my wrestling buddies. I'm like, I'm 25 years old. I'm getting beat. I think it's like in terms of like, I'm just old. I'm like, yeah, I think I'm gonna hang it up. I'm gonna retire. I'm done. And then they're like, well, I got you booked at VCW, so you better come. And I'm like, I guess since you got me.
Is this that Is this that because I know like I've been seeing Rise talent at 2PW at VCW. I feel like or security at and it was a double take because I think I talked to you before I realized who the fuck I was talking to you.
Yeah.
Because context, right?
Right.
You're wearing a security shirt. There's so many people. I'm running around doing whatever the fuck, right? And I think you might have been the first guy I grabbed and said, "Listen, I know how these shows go.
Yeah.
If these guys go over here, you need to watch out for my video guys."
Yeah, you put me specifically in charge of keeping someone safe because Josh Fuller
think I
wanted
did.
to do a dive.
That was the point when I realized I was talking to you, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh wait, that's Joe Murphy."
That's the real Joe Murphy.
You need to make sure all the rest of these guys. Are you the wrangler? Are you the boss here?
I mean, someone had to be. That show is chaotic in a good way.
Yeah.
So-
Thank you, Mother Nature.
Yeah, dude.
So-
Ziggy literally summoned a storm after like retaining.
She did.
Did she retain or win? I can't. Yikes. I mean, I have a short-term memory because I'm a wrestler. It's so many headshots. Joking.
Sorry, I just saw a confirmation. Our friend Jenny got invited by NASA to go back down for the next launch.
Oh, that's so awesome.
On Saturday. So she was like, I can't come back for the thing. I have to be back in Pittsburgh. But she has family and stuff here, right? That she needs to deal with. But they did invite her back down. So that's cool.
That's
really
very
cool. If
cool.
anybody deserves to fucking see a rocket, it's fucking Jane Pitt on social medias. I'm just throwing that because
Oh, was that who was there?
Yeah.
Definitely, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Biggest NASA geek. I love it. I love her senior picture, her geeked out senior picture in front of like a rocket or something.
That's very
but
cool.
she's gonna buy another $200 of NASA merch, I'm sure. Nice. But anyways.
Yes.
I don't know that she's a wrestling fan, but I'd love to have her on this show. But
Dude, that's the best kind of people to have on a
that's
wrestling
right.
show.
I
Like,
don't know. I'm sure I can't. I feel like I've talked wrestling with her before. I don't know. It's been a while.
Oh, we should definitely have her.
Yes. I keep forgetting Mike knows who she is because I feel like
absolutely.
I feel like she's an exclusively Pittsburgh thing, but you are also relatively Pittsburgh despite not being Pittsburgh.
he has a terrible
I
talent.
have a terrible towel
Yeah.
and Penguins back-to-back towel.
That's why I have to extra explain that he's from
I-
Beacon,
like-
New York.
Yeah.
So
those hockey pucks
yes.
are from the Pens minor league team.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's not far from you. It's Scranton, right? Baby
Yeah.
Penguins. Yeah.
Are they
Yeah,
also
the
called
baby Pens.
Penguins?
One of my wife's coworkers' daughters worked there and got me autographed pucks.
Oh, cool.
Everybody. This is the other thing about Mad Mike I've always found interesting is everybody around him and in his family work in interesting places. So, like, it's a very interesting thing.
That makes him interesting by association.
Yes. Oh, good.
I promise that was a compliment.
That's a
I
new
didn't
shirt.
sound like it was.
Interesting. That's a new shirt. Interesting by association.
I'll buy one.
That's good. Mad. That's it.
That actually should be my shirt.
That's good. That's a Mad Mike shirt right now.
Yeah.
Interesting by association.
I don't know what the design would be, but
Something interesting, I imagine.
I've Jesse will figure it out.
Yeah.
But, God, where was I going with this?
We're talking about me, my favorite
You.
subject.
Let's talk
Yes.
about you.
Yes.
Yes.
Because I made the joke. Well, it's not really a joke because I do have to be peer pressured into going to wrestling and thing, but and stuff. But like, I feel like that's like my 4D chess move, where it's like if I pretend I don't want to do it, then people will naturally throw me opportunities. And it's like so far I've been proven right, which is probably not the way to handle a career, but I think it's kind of funny.
It'd be
It'd be the good way to handle a gimmick, though.
Yeah, I mean,
it would be interesting because I think I've stated this on other shows, like. For all the opportunities I've had in things like, especially around wrestling, and a lot of the other things I do, like I have never asked to do anything. I never asked to be part of a promotion, except for one recently, or if I did, it would never be turned into anything. But but literally like anything forward moving is just do your thing.
mm-hmm.
Do it well. Damn it, now I'm creating things for the Sunscreen song. Do your thing, do it well, do it publicly, and people will notice and opportunities will come.
Yeah.
Be ready for the opportunities, right?
100%. Yeah. Because I always like to think I'm ready for everything. Because like,
But not like in a Zack Ryder way.
No, dude, I was the biggest Zack Ryder fan. Like, I still have a Broski headband in my.
Dude, love Zack Ryder.
I had some Matt Cardona interaction today.
Oh, cool.
Oh no.
Oh, that's right. That's his new name, right? Oh, that's his actual name.
Yeah. So he tweeted out one of those like public texting links, and he says, "Let's badmouth Tatanka." Apparently, he has a match with Tatanka.
Tatanka, as in like 1994 Tatanka, like the Native
yes,
American
Tatanka
character?
as in Tatanka Buffalo.
Buffalo. Yes, that's yes.
Side note: have you talked to your current Rise Booker about his Tatanka interactions?
No.
Okay, you need to make sure you ask about that.
Oh
next
my God,
time.
I'll-
But anyway,
or
message him at
you can
midnight.
find the story on this show in one of his appearances.
Okay.
So yes, just gonna throw that out there.
So I responded to Matt Cardona, and I said, when I was 10, I won a contest to have dinner with Tatanka, and he was absolutely lovely, so there would be no bashing. And Tatanka responded to me.
No,
Nice. That never happened.
Tatanka digging the social media.
Yeah.
I did
was
not
great.
expect that.
Yeah, he said, "Thank you, my friend. I'm not like Matt Cardona, who only cares himself, just like someone else I faced, the narcissist Lex Luger. And I'm pretty sure that's who he wrestled on that show.
Yeah, but he wrestled Lex Luger.
In fact, you know what? Now I'm gonna fucking.
I'm
look
pretty
it
sure
up.
he wrestled like Lex Luger for like 6 months straight on that.
He
program.
did.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I'm sure, but like,
'Cause they had
now
that
I'm
whole
gonna
feud.
check.
Like over who's
Like-
going to join the $1 Million Corporation. It was a whole thing. Yeah, you don't remember
Yeah,
that?
No, that is after I departed from wrestling for a couple years.
That's understandable.
So
it was a dark time.
That was it was hard to follow, and I did not have cable. So
That'll do
I stepped away, attempted to discover sports and girls, failed in most of those aspects.
Okay.
And then came back to wrestling when I got cable again. Then discovered girls.
There you go. I mean, well, you're married, so it probably worked out pretty well.
Well, it didn't. Well, the first couple at bats ended disastrously, but other than that, you know.
Therapy session with Sorg.
I mean, you know, those were the first couple of times I almost went to jail, but you know.
first time.
Wow.
Just-
Okay.
yeah,
The other time involved the gathering of the Juggalos. Anyways,
that'll do it.
yeah, horse cops are scary. What are we talking about? You.
Me again? Yeah. No. But yeah, like just basically pretending that I don't want to do stuff, and then people peer pressuring me into doing stuff. It's also really cool too, because like I'll tell everyone like, I suck at this. I don't want to do it. And they're like, no, you're really good. And I'm like, gotcha.
I can't wait for your autobiography, Succeeding Without Even Trying with
Yes.
Joe Murphy. So,
Well, no, failing upwards, Joe Murphy.
Failing upwards.
that's your new gimmick.
I just, through sheer acts of God, I keep succeeding.
Listen, when you
By
develop...
the way, hold on. This was the show.
Okay.
Oh, the
April
Tatanka show.
April 3rd, 1995.
Mm-hmm.
The Allied powers defeated the $1 Million Corporation of King
Oh.
Kong Bundy and Tatanka.
Oh, man.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Oh, man.
A lot of people
Yeah.
didn't like the corporation run, but I thought it was okay. It served a purpose.
I remember this because I saw Alundra Blaze win the women's title.
Nice.
From
Then she would
Bull
leave.
Nakano.
Then she would leave like 7 months later and dump it in a garbage can.
Mhm.
Yep, pretty much.
Yep, very much. Well, you'll be a part of that. Rise Wrestling, RiseWrestling.com. That will
Yep.
be September 10th in Baldwin. If you're in Pittsburgh, that is a very close jump for you.
Yeah.
I definitely recommend it. Rise has been doing killer shows, getting bigger and better. Between that Ron Mathis MV match, Pretty Boy Smooth has been representing tremendously as their champion.
Sure has been.
And the Runway as their tag team champions. I mean, that is an all. They're building. If anybody's building stars, definitely Rise is one of those in the area. Literally, I mean, geez. But no, definitely go check it out. Worthwhile. I understand there's some afternoon shows. Definitely recommend. I saw that and I'll mention, but Enjoy's doing it's like an outdoor free show at like 1 o'clock or something, or noon. So I love the idea, and I wish I was in town to do this myself as well. But Pittsburgh's going to double shot some wrestling. That's fucking cool. Go to Lawrenceville, go check them out because they're doing some really good things.
Yeah, I heard about
and
that.
then come over to Rise and go check that show out. Just going to be and these keep happening. Like I remember there in December, there was that wonderful day where I interviewed Santa Claus in the morning, went to a wrestling show at a Harley dealership on the other side of town in the afternoon, and then went back home to watch midget wrestling in my old stopping grounds with my sister. It was like best wrestle day ever. Plus Santa Claus almost made me cry. But I love that those are opportunities. There's a lot of matinee shows happening with some of the groups, and if you're like a super wrestling fan like I am, I even talk about it. I saw Offa this weekend of the Wild Samoans. Maybe
cool.
we'll talk about that after a break. I mean, I don't have much to say about it, but we didn't do the Monday show, so I guess we might as well. We should probably talk about pay-per-views after the break too.
Sorg, I have a big question after our.
Whoa. All right, let's see where that goes. In the meantime, we like to feed our guests here that spend their time with us on the Tuesday evening, so at least they walked away with something. Even though we know that Joe Murphy apparently got a lot more out of the last show than that. He got merch, he got gigs, he got man. What the hell? I should be charging for this shit. But at least
Why aren't you?
Don't tempt me. But anyways, our good friends at Slice on Broadway helping provide the goodies for our in-studio guests. SliceOnBroadway.com. 4 locations if you're in the Pittsburgh area. New York City style. Yins are made in Beachview, Carnegie, East End, and the North Hills. And it keeps getting pushed back, but I do have a trip to Seattle soon. And we are going to see how well Slice on Broadway is going to travel on a plane. Right now, I think I'm slated for late October. I hate saying it out loud because every time I say it out loud, I feel like things get canceled or pushed back.
Knock on wood.
But you know what I mean? I'm literally knocking on my wooden stand for my switcher right now.
Yep.
But no, go check them out. Slice on Broadway if you're in the area. And if you're not, please go support your local independent pizza place. We'll be right back after this with a big question, apparently.
Network. Shout out to Grind City TV Network on Roku.
Grind City. And you know this, man.
You know what I'm saying? It's like right place, right time, out of nowhere.
So what you saying?
Former tag team partner coming to save.
Tony Johnson, we saw him battle Edric earlier, but this is a 2-on-1 mugging.
We are back in Holy Wrestling Weekend, guys. This is wow. I thought I'd be like just scrambling for things to do. He's doing the dance over there. Mad Mike is with us. Yes, he's doing the lots of awesome wrestling dance.
Is that an official dance?
And we're talking about NXT was happening on the side screen here, and we were seeing a lot of familiar faces popping up over there, including Ricochet at the end of the show, apparently taking on Camelo. And so we have Clash at the Castle at 1 o'clock on
Saturday.
On Saturday. Worlds Collide is happening Sunday. This is an afternoon show. Where is it taking place?
It's taking place in the Performance Center, I believe.
So it's a Performance Center show, but they're obviously doing this as an afternoon show as not to compete with
All Out.
All Out.
Yep.
Probably smart.
So and to go, and of course All Out itself is happening.
And that'll be like 6 hours long, probably.
Bonkers. Yeah, who knows at this point, right? Mad Mike, you have a question to go along with this.
I do. So, today, a couple new matches just dropped, and I'm looking at these cards.
Mm-hmm.
And first of all, I believe the term is we are getting fed as wrestling fans.
Mm-hmm.
That is the correct terminology, yes. As the
Thank you.
the token young man here.
Thank you for helping out us olds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're eating good this weekend.
It's community service.
But so my big question for everyone on the Zoom call and in the chat room: what will be the match of the weekend? There are a lot of options.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to go through them all. I figure we'll each give our own picks. We'll get the chat room, and then we'll do some honorable fucking mentions by going down the rest of every card.
Honestly, how about this will serve as our little bit of preview. I'm going to do a super speedy rundown as I find these.
Perfect.
First of all, Worlds Collide, because that's the one I'm not entirely up on. Unification match, Braun Breaker. This is going to be Sunday at what time is it going to be?
I don't know what time Worlds Collide is on Sunday. I'd say probably around 1.
It's on demand no matter what because
yeah,
I'll be
it's on the cock.
I'll be at VCW.
Oh, you call it that too?
Yes. We are all about the cock around here.
I heard it originally.
Potter, don't clip that.
No, Potter, clip it, please.
Wear sunscreen. We're all about the cock.
Braun Breaker, Tyler Bate in the unification match for the NXT and the UK title. Mm-hmm. Mandy Rose, Mako Satomura, and Blair Davenport for the women's unification. Caden Carter, Katana Chance against Nikki Ash and Doudrop for the NXT Women's Tag Team Championship. The Creed brothers, Brooks Jensen and Joe Briggs and
Josh Briggs
Pretty Deadly and Gallus for the again a unification of the tag team championships.
Again, Sword. If you haven't seen the Creed brothers,
mm-hmm.
you need to watch this match. The Creed brothers will become your favorite tag team.
They're the ones with Roderick Strong, right?
Yes.
I've seen some of them.
But Roderick Strong does not matter.
No.
The Creed brothers.
And then fantastic. For the North American Championship, Carmelo Hayes and Ricochet.
Rick that's what Jericho calls him.
That Irish gentleman, Rick O'Shea from NXT UK.
Yes.
That's the real Worlds Collide. That's that show. Over on, do I have a good list here for All Out that evening?
I have.
This is the latest. We got this is going to be apparently the free match. Tomohiro Ishii and Eddie Kingston. We'll have the tournament final for the World Trios Championship.
Which the tournament final could be the Elite with Kenny Omega versus the Dark Order with potentially Hangman Page. Hypothetically, I'm guessing. I don't know things.
Wardlow and FTR against Jay Lethal and the Motor City Machine Guns.
Whoa,
Hello.
what?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dude, I love the machine guns. Are you kidding me? That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Tony Storm, Britt Baker, Jamie Hayter, and Hikaru Shida for the vacant interim, Women's World Championship. The Casino Ladder match, which will be for a future World Championship. Daniel Bryan Danielson versus Chris Jericho. Lionheart Chris Jericho, by the way. Swerve in Our Glory and the Acclaim for the AEW Tag Team Championships. Jungle Boy and Christian Cage. Ricky Starks and Powerhouse Hobbs. Jay Cargill and Athena for the TBS Championship. We do not have a match for Jon Moxley yet. I'm sure that will be taken care of on Dynamite.
The rumor from the Melts is that it's going to be a rematch.
For Punk?
Punk and Moxley.
It could be. It could be. They are in Chicago, so that's kind of easy money, right? And we
You would think.
We can go over to the Clash at the Castle. Of course, we do have Drew McIntyre and Roman Reigns. We have this in the match I didn't know that I would be excited for. In the Intercontinental Championship, Gunther and Sheamus.
Hell yeah.
I'm going to call it a trios. Asuka, Alexa Bliss, Bianca Belair versus Io Sky, Dakota Kai, and Bailey.
Damage Control.
What?
Damage Control, I think is their name.
No, because that's licensed by Marvel.
Oh, it
yeah,
is?
Yeah.
I think they unofficially call themselves Control.
Oh, okay.
Control your narrative.
4 Eastern on Sunday, says Dave Ponder for Worlds Collide. SmackDown Women's Champion Liv Morgan, and Shayna Baszler. Then we have Edge and Mysterio against Judgment Day's Balor and Damian Priest. And do we have
Matt
more
Riddle
there?
versus Seth freaking Rollins?
Maybe.
Oh no, it will happen.
That's gonna happen.
All right,
it's gonna happen.
Is there any more announced for that?
Nope.
No?
I think that's enough wrestling.
Yeah, it's a lot of wrestling for one weekend.
What? No more wrestling. I'm sure there'll be a couple more matches at Clash of the
And we're
Castle.
probably gonna get like Hook versus Daddy Magic, I believe, on the pre-show. If I had to guess.
Oh my gosh, please.
That'll be pretty good.
So great. So out of all those things, what are you calling for match of the weekend? Obviously, Ishii and Eddie Kingston. It could
That's
be.
gonna be pretty good.
It really, on
It
paper,
damn well could be. Absolutely.
on paper, it very well could be. So that's what
Especially
I want to be
Eddie
the match of the
Kingston
week.
is going to be pissed off.
Extra pissed
because
off.
this was
and-
not what the match was going to be at all.
No,
Sure wasn't.
No. But man, I'm happy. I'm more happy to see this than the alternative. So
Yeah.
which was, there was news about Eddie was supposedly suspended for a little bit after an altercation with Sammy Guevara, where
Because Sammy
he
called
had
him fat,
called him
was
fat,
fat
and he
shaming.
retaliated physically.
He retaliated with his hands.
He retaliated with his hands.
Eddie Kingston is want to do.
Yes.
Yes, as you would. This is a guy with a gas can. So, yeah. So that's where we're at. That's not knowing anything else that might be announced there. That's it. That's where I'm at with that.
So are we picking one for every show or just one
no,
overall?
no.
The
for the
weekend.
The entire
I'm
weekend.
gonna pick. I'm gonna. On a side note, I want to also pick the War Games match where Joe Murphy's going to be the fourth man.
Since Andrew Palace learns my name.
Failing upwards, Joe
yes,
Murphy.
Yes. Well, the great part, Andrew Palace would just like not know your name.
Yeah.
And call you other names. You're like, oh, Jeremy.
No, he'll probably because I'll probably be wearing a bandana because that's how LaRusso knew me for a very long time was
Oh, yeah?
Bandana Kid.
Bandana
He'll call you a Starbuck.
So I would appreciate it greatly if you didn't.
Yeah. Oh, and it's like me when we talked about before when like I knew like a lot of these people before they were whoever they were as trainees, and they're like, oh, girl with the tattoos, Jinx.
The girl with the wrestling tattoo.
Or only girl in training, Britt Baker. Stuff like that. So and Xander Gabriel had the Lucha tattoo.
Oh.
So tattoos are the things that stick out for me.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense.
I need something to base off of. So
yeah.
Anyways, what do you think for match of the weekend?
Honestly, now this is gonna surprise a lot of people, I think. But I'm gonna go with the unification match of the NXT UK Women's Title and the NXT Championship because Mako Satomura is very good. Blair Davenport's also in there. Can't sleep on her.
And people are finally discovering Mako because she's been over on NXT UK.
Yep.
Now she's on
the
USA.
final boss.
Either way, more people are looking at her. So like that's great.
Oh yeah. And then
Mandy has had quietly a very good run.
I was about to get to that as well. Yeah, she has like low key been putting on bangers. So like people still see her as like she's like the eye candy or whatever. It's like no, she's actually very competent. Like let's not take that away.
Like she wrestles like a Miz style match. Like it's very safe. It's not gonna be flashy, but it's definitely tells a story, and she gets everything across that she needs to get across. And she's had a really, really good title.
Yeah.
And whenever she's wrestling well into her 40s and everyone's still mad about it, well, that's what you get when you wrestle a safe style. Like, it's crazy. You can do it forever. Like, Jerry Lawler's still out there, like, doing indies because he's, like, 75 years old, but, like, he doesn't take crazy
because
bombs.
Because his finishing move is a pile driver or a fist off the second rope.
Right.
So, I mean, I've seen him in indie shows, and it's just like, one, I know the match every time, and it works, and he's still got the longest line, right?
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Nope.
But yeah,
so okay,
that's my sleeper pick. Like honestly, Jericho and Danielson's gonna be good too. I just say that as a massive Chris Jericho fan. If you couldn't tell by the Murphy down the side of my kick pads, a la Jericho.
I dig it. Yeah, no, Jericho's is my favorite too. So.
Definitely.
No, and I'm loving the throwback to Lionheart that they're doing lately.
Yeah.
It's what I mean, that's the era that sold me on him, and then it just got better, right? So no, absolutely. Mike, what about you?
Oh my God, I don't know.
It's your question.
Yeah,
I know.
It's your question.
There are a lot of good matches.
I'll go to the chat.
I think I'm still gonna go. Gunther and Sheamus.
Oh, yeah.
I think I'm still going that way. Like, because I think the locale helps push it over the edge for me, too. Because it's not just the locale. It's not Sheamus wrestling in his backyard. It's Gunther wrestling in his backyard, basically.
Is it? Wait,
well, Austria, Europe, they're in their home continent.
Okay.
Sure.
I like.
They're in their home continent. They're
Sure
gonna have a lot. They're gonna have a lot of hometown support.
I'm gonna look.
If I had 2 hours, I couldn't explain to you how wrong
and
you
also, and also, Sheamus is going for the Grand Slam championship, like the Ultra Grand Slam, with like added King of the Ring, Royal Rumble, Money in the Bank, all that stuff. Like
he wants it all.
That's something no one has done. That's something no one has done. Like you can rattle off names. No one's done that, and that's what he's trying for. And he's going up against Gunther, the man who's lost, I think, once in the past however many years.
To young Ilya Dragunov. Big fan of his as well.
Oh, well, I mean, unless you count a flash pin in a Survivor Series match, but we don't count that. That was in a past life.
Oh, yeah.
But, like, and if I had to pick a sleeper pick, I think I might go... sleeper pick. I'm gonna go Ricky Starks and Powerhouse Hobbs.
Yeah.
So I'm looking
They've
at.
had a really good story. Ricky Starks is killing it right now.
He's so good.
He's really, really good, and they've just been killing it.
Oh boy.
So I'm looking at a map right now.
There we go. Geography
And
class.
everything that I learned from UK James, I shared a car with once, from Progress. I think you're wrong.
There's no thinking about it.
I mean, let's see. Austria's
Home
all the way
continent,
down here. Home continent.
Home continent.
I mean, you're
is
kind
correct.
of an island. I don't know if let's see.
It is part
Austria's
of the continent
all
of
the
Europe.
way down here. All like
They are
it's
both
almost
part of the
like
continent of
Slovenia,
Europe.
Croatia area. I don't know about this, man. I guess it kind of extends. Wait, where's the? Oh, I didn't know Switzerland's down there. I thought it was like up here with these guys.
Zorg, when was the last time we had two foreigners fight for the Intercontinental Championship on foreign soil?
Oh, you just had to add that part.
Oh, okay, you got me.
Yeah.
Like, you mean like
it might have been SummerSlam '92.
I think it was like Brett and British Bulldog.
It might have been SummerSlam '92. In fact, if it wasn't for Drew and Roman, I wouldn't be surprised if that closed out the pay-per-view.
Yeah, seriously, right? I mean, honestly, it's still
It's
kind of
still good.
It's still kind of good, depending
It's
where they're
still good.
playing it, right?
Yep.
Sure.
So-
Like, if you have a schmoz finish planned for Drew and Roman, I would absolutely close with Gunther and Sheamus. Absolutely.
Jeez.
But Drew's also foreign, so like if Drew is getting the win, then there you go. That's another big.
Is it no
You know,
DQ, Drew and Roman?
Nope.
Ah, so we can't use the sword.
Can't use the sword. So.
But I don't know if the Usos can travel.
Oh.
I don't know. I legit do not know. I think it might just be a Canada thing.
I don't think they made it to Canada. But now we got.
Well,
Sammy.
I know they didn't make it to Canada.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know about foreign travel. I guess we'll have to see.
Well, it is foreign travel. I mean, if it can't make it to Canada, I don't think you can make it to the UK.
Yeah,
you definitely can.
I mean, unless we're what?
You definitely can.
You telling me?
No, Canada's pretty strict.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Oh, really? I just thought
Canada's
it was
pretty strict.
Okay, it's just the Canada thing. Oh,
yeah,
all right.
Canada's pretty strict.
Wait.
All right, Tina's saying the Usos can. It's just a Canada thing.
Oh, it's just a Canada thing. Okay.
Yeah, and who knows? The Wise Man might also be back this weekend.
Ooh, I'm sure he can go to UK.
Mm-hmm.
They love Paul Heyman there.
Yeah, right?
I'm assuming.
Right?
No, they actually hate him. They're gonna throw rocks at him. Like,
well, I don't know. Well,
that'd be crazy.
It's as we've established, it's a whole other continent that apparently none of us understand.
Oh no, I understood it.
Okay. Wait, are you like a geography major or something?
I had to be, yeah. Well, not a major, but I had to really study geography like within the last couple months for reasons I don't think I'm allowed to talk about. But yeah.
Nikita couldn't make it to Canada because of her bad status. Wait, Nikita Lyons?
Nikita Lyons.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why she was booted off of the...
She's not back.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That's the medically unavailable was the term.
Oh,
that is the most silver answer ever.
I thought that was an interesting answer.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, Canada cares a lot about that. So yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
But so Sorg, what will be your match of the weekend?
I think I already said Ishii and Kingston. I was
okay.
I was serious
you're
about
serious.
that.
Okay.
I was serious about that.
Do you have a sleeper?
Sleeper. Oh.
Rakakit versus Mello. That's gonna be
honestly, that's my second sleeper.
That's kind of. I would
Ricochet
say
versus Mello. Oh boy.
Can I just say something from Worlds Collide?
Yeah, that was my pick.
This is I feel like I'm getting too ahead of myself, but I feel like if I watch Worlds Collide, this is a possibility to get back to that case where no matter what I think, because remember, and I feel like I don't think they've been in this. Actually, have they done takeovers since 2.0?
It's still not a takeover. It's just called NXT World Collide.
but you know, and I can still say this. Anytime when they did a takeover, it didn't matter what was going on. Like they never had a bad takeover, right?
Every time they do Worlds Collide as well, they're always good. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
sometimes they were weird. Like the first one was like at Access and was kind of.
Yeah, but hold on. There was one match that was I need to.
Dijakovic versus Harper.
Yep, that's what I was thinking of.
Yep.
Dijakovic versus Luke Harper. It was
shit!
Wonderful.
Big meaty men slapping meat.
Seriously.
And doing dives. Like,
oh fuck!
It's great. I think that was probably Harper's last match before he went to AEW.
That's on the cock,
think so,
right?
yeah.
That's a Worlds Collide show.
That's on the cock, yeah.
Yeah, that was a Worlds Collide. Like, it was during WrestleMania weekend.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a Worlds Collide show during WrestleMania weekend that year.
Yep. I think that was 2019.
I forget. I'm looking it up right now. It was WWE Worlds Collide Series.
Mm-hmm.
Cassius Ohno versus Aiden English. Luke Harper versus Dijakovic. Undisputed Era versus Sanity. Tyler Breeze versus Roddy Strong. Tyler Bate versus Brian Kendrick. Flash Morgan Webster and Mandrews versus Arya Daivari and Mike Kanellis. Ligero versus Grand Metalik. And Albert Hardy Jr. I don't remember who he is. Jordan Devlin versus Akira Tozawa. Then they had an all-women's show. Candice LeRae versus Kaylee Ray.
Ooh.
Piper Niven versus Lena Vega. Future Queen of the Ring finals. That match is.
Oh yeah.
Sonya Deville versus Io Shirai. And Toni Storm versus Nikki Cross versus Bianca Belair.
Nice. Those are all bangers too. Like.
Yep.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That you can't just. And this is where I've always been a proponent of, like when you're doing wrestling shows, like it's not just about selling the like at least on the video side, it's not just about selling the wrestling show now. It's also selling the potential want to look back when when Joe Murphy is the fourth man on Sunday and people are like, holy fuck, who is Joe Murphy? And they want to look him up and they'll find that match with him and Zeke Mercer. or they'll find them as security during that Ziggy match that just went on YouTube. You know, that's when that's important, right? Just like you're like, no, that's a match I want to see. You know, proto, you know, Luke Harper, Dijakovac. Was it Dijakovac at the time?
Dijakovic, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and Albert Hardy Jr., the guy who I forgot, that's ACH. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's before he got the
that
WWE
was the
name.
3 weeks he was there.
Yeah.
That was before he got his NXT name, then before the controversy.
Yeah. Like that kind of stuff. Like there's gold buried in there, because especially that God, all those eras when like everybody was being tried out from the indies, right? When it was like, hey, here's, you know.
Man, those were the days before they started signing all
it
these
was
college
just
athletes.
banger after banger after banger.
I mean, you know, hey, the college athlete thing worked out for a couple people. So
seems to be working well for Bianca Belair.
Exactly. I mean, yeah, it's not, and
no shame to
I don't
them.
want to rag on, like too much on the college athlete thing, because I mean, if you look at the history of some of your favorite wrestlers, how many of them were like, you know, I mean, how Rock was a college athlete. You know,
and
what
honestly,
I mean?
the college athlete thing has worked out better than Tough Enough.
It sure was. Hey, Tough. What season did Daniel Peter win? Because that produced like Ryback. That produced the Miz.
The one on SmackDown.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the one, and it had Boogeyman on it too, right?
Sure, yeah, when he lied about his age. So he's like, "Yeah, I'm
Yes.
24." It's like, dude, you're a solid 44. What are you talking about? Like, get out of here. But no, come here. We're gonna give you a contract. But no shame to like signing college athletes and stuff like that. But like, whenever the word comes out, like, oh, well, we're not looking at independent wrestlers
right?
anymore.
I hate
I'm
it. Like the only is a problem,
Yeah.
right? Like that we are disqualifying anybody with independent experience because we want college athletes, right? It just like that doesn't make sense, right? Like like why wouldn't you use somebody who's built up and you know, we had Kevin Owens coming, we had Adam Cole, we had, you know, all these people that came with a fan base.
Roderick Strong.
Huh?
Roderick Strong as well.
Roderick
He's still
Strong. You know, but you know, Sami Zayn had a rename, but still, Claudio, you know, things like that. People that built up and got attention. You know, Nakamura, you know, Kushida,
AJ Styles.
Half the people on the Cruiserweight Classic, right? Half of them, but a lot of them were kind of, you know, newer. Like a lot of them I hadn't heard of before, to be quite honest. Same with the Mae Young Classic. I love those because I was just like, look at all this wrestling that doesn't entirely belong to us.
And we're gonna sign 90% of them. Like,
well, yeah, I was like, I think it was like 50% in the long run.
Yeah.
Especially the women. Like, they didn't sign all the women. Like, I mean, some, and also some of them became medically disqualified. Legitimately, like, what was the big lady that was like dominating?
Oh,
and
Jazzy Gabbert.
Jazzy,
Yeah.
They signed her for a minute.
They signed her, and then something happened.
No,
Yeah.
so they discovered something, like, I don't know, it was like a heart thing, or she had some kind of condition that I don't think she knew about. Right, and this has happened to Dylan Bostic. That happened to him too, right?
Happened to Shotzi Blackheart as well.
Shotzi, really, Shotzi.
Yeah, when they did the Tough Enough, that
she was the one that was disqualified.
Yeah,
for
she had red
medical.
hair. Yeah.
Oh,
And I'm looking at the Mae Young Classic from 2018. Pretty much everyone is signed.
Yep. I think the only one they didn't sign was like Big Swole. I think, right?
Big Swole, Sienna wasn't signed.
Marty Bell probably.
A couple of the Japanese people, but that's where we got Diana, who was signed for a while. Io, Isla Dawn, Ginny, Casey Catanzaro, Caitlin, Karen Q, who's now Wendy Chu.
She's super good too.
Killer Kelly, Lacey Lane, MJ Jenkins, Mako Satomura, Mercedes Martinez, Mia Yim. Like, pretty much, this was NXT.
Like, it was, yeah. I mean, it was like a
there's a couple that only had a brief cup of coffee in NXT.
Well, and Ripley, I don't think was signed right away either.
No, Ripley
wasn't signed right away.
Yeah,
either.
like she went away, tried to reinvent because they're like,
they literally told her, you look like like you look like mini Charlotte, and she's like, okay, bet. And then she's like, oh.
Yeah,
right,
yeah,
right. So,
but like, yeah, this is basically like, now I want to check 2017 because it's probably more of the same. Yeah, like Bianca Belair, Candice LeRae, Dakota Kai, Kairi Sane, Kaylee Ray, Lacey Evans, like pretty much signed off.
Yep. Hey, they were doing a cool thing there. So,
and Shayna was from there too.
Yep. All right, guys, what'd you learn from wrestling this week?
I mean, stay away from parking lots, apparently, if you're feuding with somebody.
Don't call out the champion in the first match.
Yeah,
that's what I learned. I was at WXW. Alpha's one of, because I don't know, does Alpha run both WXWs? There's one near in Allentown. Yeah, so it was very interesting. I had been there like I think last June. And I realized I watched this thing and there was just like not a lot of people that really caught my attention, like and which led me to, this might turn into a discussion, but I go to some other wrestling areas and I'm watching shows, and I think I put the question out on Twitter, like, are shows that I am regularly attending, whether video production or not, in the area, as confusing to a new person as these shows that I attend otherwise, right? Which is a whole other probably conversation. Then I think I need like to bring in like, Mike, go sit down at a Rise show, and is this as confusing as like going to a show in Poughkeepsie I've never seen before, right? But more so, like, it was very interesting to see. I've been to plenty of shows where, like, you know, I mean, I'm sure this is talked about in your training, probably, Joe, right?
Yep.
Where there's this idea where you walk out of the curtain and I know what the fuck is going on with you, right? Like, I know your vibe, I know your deal. It takes 2 seconds for me to know to yay you or boo you or give a shit about you. And I don't want to rag on this too much, but like like the first time I watched it, I'm like, I don't care about any of these people. Nobody made me care about them. Everybody is kind of the same. Nothing sticks out. You know, we have a little bit of this problem with a lot of the young talent that we see come through, where they do not interact with the crowd to make them care, and everybody sits on their hands, right? So it was just so weird to watch like almost an entire show of this. This show, there were some guys that stuck out, and I made sure to take a picture of their merch table so I can remember who the hell they were.
Smart.
So, because we sat through most of the show. We're like, I like went to Missy. I'm like, do you care about any of these people? And she's like, no. I'm like, we've been to a bunch of shows. Like, this is not the normal thing, right? And she's like, no, we go to random Detroit shows, and we're like, oh, fuck this guy. Holy shit, this guy's great. You know, like it doesn't matter, right? You know, even if they're like ridiculous and like that's a skinny dude that probably shouldn't be in a wrestling ring, at least like we can identify with him in some kind of personality, right? You know, and so. And then there was like a tag team came out, and they had all this energy, and everybody had Jamaican flags. So that was apparently the gimmick. And we're just like, oh shit, this is their main event. Because I always say the main event is the ones that bring some shows, like they're the ones that brought all the energy to them, right? And I'll try to get the names here in a moment if I can find a picture real quick. Where am I going with this? This is an offshoot of my answer. This is the Kentish Bros Jobless. I think they're the Kentish brothers, and there's a quick picture. No, I'll plug it in. But anyways, Alpha was there. You know, of course, family runs a promotion, just like on Young Rock.
Callback.
Hey yo, that's my callback. Yeah, and there's that for if anybody wants to check them out. Yeah, they had Brawl and Buddies. But A&E was there, because apparently A&E is doing a documentary, as we were explained on the website in the form of "You Will Be Filmed" as we walked in. They were filming something on the Samoan family dynasty, you know, what do you call it? And so they were around with a lot of cameras. So I got to geek out a little bit because I got to see what they're using. Because there's like a big rig and big shoulder rig somebody was using, and they strapped the GoPro to the basketball hoop, and they had like a red camera, which is really significant if you're familiar with cameras. So that was kind of an interesting experience there. So, but yeah. That's kind of where I'm going from. From the chat room, Dave Ponder learned that the Rev is collecting the gold and silver. Also, WWE and AEW love PGH talent. Yeah, we talked about that a little bit. Also, yes, congratulations to the Rev Ron Hunt, the new Renegade Wrestling Alliance champion. I hope I can start editing that show tomorrow, to be quite honest. I cannot wait to get to it. Unfortunately, I was traveling and didn't get to a bit of that. So, Sorry, another message came through. Let's see what else we got. We had another one from Brandon in Kansas City. I learned that sometimes going back to the original character is better than going through something new. I want context for that, Brandon. Or was that somebody anybody else knows we're talking about? Or are we talking about how everybody's reverting back to their names and old styles now that under the new management in WWE? Because that feels like that's what's going on in a lot of cases, right? So, I mean... that's always been my big thing when they bring them up and they change everything up and was like, why aren't we letting the wrestlers use what brought them to the dance? It's always been perplexing to me, right? You know, and that's what I felt NXT did so well for so long. You did not get a rebooted Adam Cole. You did not get a rebooted Ciampa. You did not get a rebooted Johnny Gargano. You got version of those people when they have the best people in professional wrestling, indisputable, around them, helping them get better and be the better person, better version of them, right?
No doubt.
I mean, that, like, God, think about the minds there. Like, you know, previously Dusty, Shawn, Triple H, William Regal.
It's crazy.
I can't even think about
Sarah Del Rey.
Sarah Del Rey.
Yeah.
Norman Smiley.
Yes. I mean,
No, seriously.
Yeah, no. I'm not saying that in jest. I'm just like, yes, that is one of the, you know.
Norman Smiley got a big wiggle over.
Yes.
If that's not genius in pro wrestling, I don't know what is.
And Sarah and Norman are probably responsible for like most of the wrestlers that you buy a T-shirt for today.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
And had some hand in that. So over the last like 20 years, you know, it just. And that's tremendous, you know. Whatever you want to say about Norman Smiley and Sarah Del Rey, who I don't think had much time on much television. I mean, she was on Ring of Honor, you know, back in the tape trade days, I think. Obviously, we saw her around here. She did this show years ago when she was still wrestling. I think, didn't we talk about her new haircut was a very special thing so at the time? But you know, that's really cool to see. But anyways, do we hit everybody here?
No.
No. Yes.
All right. I learned wrestlers need to learn how to properly file a police report.
Yes. Thank you.
The Miz Loomis stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. If you're kidnapped.
Oh my
gosh. and you get released.
Tall task already.
Now, this is because I've watched a lot of SVU because of my wife.
Also because it's on before every WWE program.
Sure is.
No, I mean, but no, trust me, I've watched way more because of my wife.
Yeah, same here.
I also like SVU. It's pretty good.
This goes out to Miz. Miz, I realize what happened to you was traumatic, but you have to talk about it to get, you know, the bad people.
To get the bad people.
But you see, I say this, and I don't really want Dexter to be caught. In fact, I want Dexter and Indy versus Miz and Maurice.
Bro, Dexter got arrested on NXT because of the Miz, I'm assuming.
Well, yeah.
He got arrested, but
no, he got arrested on NXT because of Adam Pearce. But they didn't hold him because Miz didn't give up any information. So
Adam Pearce is a narc then. Okay.
I mean, I think we all knew that.
Yeah, he is the official. But yeah, I'm just kind of sad we got robbed of that wonderful reunion.
I'm telling you, we're gonna get Indy and Dex as like a Bonnie and Clyde, just randomly kidnapping people on Raw and SmackDown. It's gonna be fantastic.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
I do kind of want to see the world where Indy does kind of like fully take it on and becomes like, you know,
starts carrying a hatchet.
Not to call it Lady Dexter, but but still like kind of maybe like she's got her own spin. Yeah, maybe actually no. Now I got the vision of her with a hatchet over her shoulder.
Right.
You know, just be like
#misery.
That was a hammer, wasn't it? We already have a guy that has a hammer.
Yeah, it was a hammer.
It was a hammer. We're kind of mixing a lot of them together right now. So
Stockholm syndrome.
It's still gonna happen. I'm very excited.
I also, you know what? Give me more indie.
And honestly, it's gonna be a banger match. Why not?
Yeah.
Hell, let's get a world where we get Indy, Dexter, Candice, and Johnny against Miz, Maurice, Ciampa, and let's say
Theory.
I was gonna go for another woman, but yes, Theory.
Oh, yeah, I mean.
Oh, okay. Tina has one, and this is Mike. You're gonna understand this more than me with your background. Is Index the multiverse version of Sam Shaw and Brittany? Which one is Brittany?
Brittany was Santana Garrett.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Who I think may have been signed recently.
She was in WWE for a cup of coffee, then I think they let her go.
She was, but I think she might be back from.
I believe she's a trainer there.
Oh, nice, nice,
good for her.
Good. Fantastic. I got to see her on. I got to see her wrestle a couple times on a WoW taping, and she's very, very good. Tina, not something I've learned, but wishful thinking. If they bring out Broken Dreams, that
gonna.
Cardiff crowd will be insane.
They're gonna.
They use Broken. Oh, sorry. Continue, Mike.
I can't imagine them not bringing out Broken Dreams. I cannot imagine a world where that doesn't happen. Even if it's just like the first couple of chords and then it goes into his normal, like when Edge came back with the Brood theme. Like, come on.
They did. Whenever Drew challenged Robert Roode for the NXT title, they used Broken Dreams for the hype promo for that, and it was very well done. Because like they. Yeah.
No, go ahead.
Oh no, that was it. Yeah.
Okay.
Check it out.
I love that on the video package that they were using for Drew on SmackDown, they used the old footage of Drew getting hyped for his match with Brock Lesnar from WrestleMania before the pandemic. I remember I was watching the 24 for that year's WrestleMania for 36, I think it was, where they had to pull Drew back from shooting promotional stuff overseas, like under the gun to even get him back in the States.
Because they were like, we don't know if you can come back if you stay any longer. Like, that was that bad.
And I'm like, they finally found a way to repurpose that footage in a non-documentary form. And I'm like, this is perfect. And you know the weird thing? I don't even know if I want Drew to win. No, because if there's a world where Kevin Owens is the one that beats him, or high in the sky Sami Zayn is the one that beats him,
side
or
note,
Johnny Gargano,
and I don't want to get too deep into this, but Mike, I know your opinions on a lot of the part-timers that we've had over the years. Did you have a response to did you have thoughts on the story that came out that was confirmed by Roman, I believe? Yeah, because there was quotes from him in the story. Roman now has a part-time contract with WWE.
Yeah, no, I'm not like, you know, I'm more against the legends that are brought back.
They're coming back.
Yeah.
I mean, there was
like Roman hasn't gone anywhere.
No,
if Roman comes out and cuts promos every week, saying he's that's absolutely fine.
Well,
like,
but
he wants to preserve his body. I get it.
Yes, but he's going to part time, which means he'll be around like the big four. You mentioned Saudis and big shows, and like he would do the TV leading up to those, but like he would not be
wrestling.
I mean, you have to eventually cycle people out.
Absolutely.
Like and for people who say WWE doesn't know how to make stars, there's been a lot of bitching and complaining about what happened last night on Raw. But I'll tell you what, they pumped up that main event throughout the entire show. They gave them video packages. Raquel and Aaliyah are fairly new entities, and they gave them a big win on the main event of your show. That is how you build new stars. Like, you may not like the result, but that is how you do it. Like, I don't like Theory winning Money in the Bank, but that's how you build a new star.
No, absolutely.
Like, and honestly, this way we can have a separate feud for the women's tag titles. We can have Bayley and her group do her thing against Bianca and her group, and then eventually it will be boss time. Hell, it may be boss time sometime this weekend. I have a feeling by the time Labor Day... No, I'm telling you, I have a feeling by the time Labor Day 2022 is over, it will have been boss time at some point.
Yes, on Worlds Collide.
Hey, honestly, why not? Why not?
Who else is over there?
Was Naomi on NXT? Was Naomi ever on NXT? I know she was on like NXT, the rookie one, but was she on like NXT like as we know it? Black and Gold or whatever. I don't think she was. I know Cameron was. They sent her down there after the Funkadactyl split up.
I think Naomi might have had a cup of coffee in NXT.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel like she came in and challenged somebody at some point.
Yeah. Her pro on NXT, like season 3, I think was Kelly Kelly. Like I know for a fact her pro was Kelly Kelly. I don't know which season though.
He's also a Kelly Kelly simp.
No. I just really like that NXT setup of like the game show with like the rookies and the pros. I thought that was really cool. A lot of people did it.
In 2013, Cameron, Naomi, and Sasha Banks defeated Oksana, Alicia Fox, and Audrey Marie.
Mm-hmm.
And also the Bella Twins beat the Funkadactyls on NXT.
Wow.
Hmm.
In 2013. That was like Hulu era, because that was way before the network.
Yeah.
Because the network didn't come out until like 2015, I think, right?
No, I thought it was like 12.
I think it was the Hulu era.
Yeah.
Huh.
I think all those.
I'm trying to remember who Audrey Marie was.
She's probably someone there. Like, dude, the
Just
Ascension.
a developmental wrestler.
Probably. Like the Ascension originally had like 6 guys in it before they made it to like TV.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did.
Yeah. So it's like, dude, that's crazy to think about. Yeah, she just might be one of those people who was like lost in the shuffle, I guess. And as unfortunate as that is.
Highly caffeinated. The most caffeinated podcast guest
in the world. I wish Red was here.
Joe Murphy.
He would do my intro for me.
Wow. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us.
Oh, is the show over?
Yes.
Oh.
This is the end. What do you want out of this? I've had you here for almost 2 hours.
Well, I mean, time flies when you're having
2
fun.
hours. Yes.
You know.
And plus, he's going to be up for another 5 hours anyway.
That is true.
100%.
Caffeinated man of wrestling.
Yeah.
This isn't where my day ends.
Yeah.
All night Joe Murphy.
Oh.
Oh.
Yo, can we get that
I'm
on
telling you.
Can we get that on like a bandana or something?
Mm-hmm.
Or
No, actually, get that on a koozie.
On a koozie. No. T-shirt. Well, wearable merch first, because like
Okay,
you don't want to
fair.
keep coffee cool unless it's iced coffee, right? And you know, there's a bit some issues with koozies.
I thought the koozies were to protect your hands.
They are, but like
It keeps the hot stuff in, the hot and the squishy stuff out.
right, but like what coffee cups do you know can fit into a koozie? Because they're like usually like they're usually like can shaped. You'd have to go through like a whole thing to make them like coffee shaped, right? Coffee cup shaped. Someone can figure it out.
Jesse in the chat, son of a bitch, do I have to make another shirt?
Yes, please. Please do. And send me the logos because I'll get that all
and Jesse, I don't know if you were on earlier to listen to this, but like he's seeing his shirt in the wild.
Yeah.
So it's not just me.
And it's not even my family either. My mom hasn't bought a shirt yet.
We need an artist rendering of you holding a cup of coffee, just you shaking, and that's the all-night Joe Murphy one.
I'm here for it. No, when LaRusso pitched the idea for like logos to me, he initially wanted it just to be like a knockoff of the Johnny Gargano like one eye closed, one eye open thing.
But they're just like blink. You know,
Yeah.
Just both eyes wide open.
Yeah, I mean that'd be cool. But all night Joe Murphy, I think I'm gonna run with that. Yeah, I like that a lot.
Here we go. I'm
gonna have like a laundry. Dude, Red's gonna hate me so much when he has to do my intro. Like he yelled at me. He's like, "Oh, I can't believe you made me do your whole intro for the Rise Rumble," and I'm like, "I don't care."
I mean, you could be doing like. I mean, how many of these guys have had multiple things?
Yeah, there's
one of the guys at the barbecue show, like he kept whispering like more things into the guy's ear.
Oh
right?
yeah.
Then Joey Sinceri had a bunch of stuff.
He sure did. I miss him.
I feel like A1 had a lot of stuff at one point. There's been a few guys that have just like, I'm just gonna give you like 10 things you have to read, you know.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, nobody's doing as well as the Kenny Omega.
I am so mad that he has the best bout machine as nickname, because that is the best nickname I've ever heard in my entire life. I'm like, I wish that was me. It's so good.
Well, you could be the best brood machine.
Yeah.
More t-shirts. Let's go.
Machine, yes.
All right.
I love it. Why don't you
Or
selling
the brood best machine?
Listen,
Yes.
man. Listen. Why?
I'm just full of ideas.
Listen. I haven't been to the Rise show in the new facility, so I don't know the setup. But why? And I know I said I was going to end the show, but why not? Why don't you have? I don't know. Do you have a merch stand?
I don't know.
Okay, get some bulks out there of a fully. I'm sure he has a setup for that.
Yeah, I hope so.
All night Joe Murphy, Venti Vidi Vici.
Whoa, hold on. Here we go. I like that. I like that.
It's all caps. Apparently, Jesse's
I
also
think
had a
I
lot
think
of.
that might. Venti Vidi Vici.
Listen,
Yeah.
That's not bad.
I
Okay.
just want like get a couple T-shirts, get a Keurig,
Well, here's the part where
merch stand.
Here's the part where I can give you the answer to that, and I can sort of kind of bury someone here.
Uh-oh.
I have to be on the shows for me to sell merch. So
Oh, yeah. No. no. Wait, is that a rule? Is that a rule?
No, I don't think it's a rule, but that's my rule.
No, wait, hold on, Mike. Wait. You're not. No, unless somebody explicitly tells you you can't be out in the merch area if you're not on the show. Fuck that.
Oh,
okay? This is creating an opportunity.
Yeah.
If you're the guy, it doesn't matter if you're on the damn show. If you're the guy in the back of the room with a fucking Keurig and your T-shirts that say, "What the fuck does the
Brew Club
or something?"
Yeah.
And they're like, people will become fans of you, and you just be you and be the character and caffeinate and do your thing and be the provider of caffeination pleasure for the people at the show. Then the next time you do get booked, eventually, someday, months from now, this week is the fourth man. Then they'll be like, "That's the fucking coffee guy, yeah!
Sell me your T-shirts."
Although I do have an idea for how you present your shirts at those merch tables.
Okay. Buy a coffee, get a T-shirt.
You buy a bunch of empty coffee bags.
Okay.
And you roll your shirt up and you put the shirt in the coffee bags.
Ooh, okay, like the New Day Bootios T-shirt was stuffed in a cereal box. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, Mike.
Yeah.
Mike, you have to DM me. We have to talk some business.
Oh, these are all free ideas.
Oh,
I'm just giving.
I love shirts that smell like coffee grounds.
I love giving out $1,000 ideas.
No, these might be $100 ideas.
That's good.
I'm gonna start my own company. That's what I'll do with these.
You go to Sticker Junkie. You get a bunch of stickers, like label stickers, like they're gonna be custom ones, unfortunately.
and now Jesse's contributing the excellence of caffeination.
Dude, I am the biggest Bret Hart fan. FTR can suck it. Like you have no idea.
Did we talk about the Brood?
The Brood.
He's got on here.
Well, that's when you have a stable.
I have to get some friends.
That's when you have a stable. You need to somehow get into a stable with RJ City and Claudio Castagnoli.
Dude, that would be amazing.
And then you'd be called the Brood.
And Danhausen.
Dude, I'll come out doing the spit coffee everywhere. I don't care if I burn people in the crowd. They know what they signed up for. They knew what this was.
No, they don't. No, that's not okay.
It's
that's
not?
actually not okay.
Oh.
No. See, here's what you do. You
pretty
hand out All Night Joe Murphy Splash Stone ponchos.
I don't think the coffee's hot though. It's not gonna.
I think the commission is gonna have a problem with this.
I'll see them in court.
Dude, you can watch yourself.
Oh yeah.
Watch yourself.
There's some jokes that I can't make.
This is Pennsylvania. Don't fuck around.
Like they're serious as the IRS out here, bro. It's crazy.
They are. Yeah. Fair Trade Fight Club. Oh, now the gold's coming out. Yeah. Holy shit.
Dude, I'm so happy. I got Sorg fired up, and he gave me sick advice. All right.
I know. I was gonna say
sunscreen.
I wasn't even gonna say get your own thing. I was just hang out in the concession stand and hand people coffee.
Okay.
Be the coffee brewer, right? I mean, not to be like that. You're a barista. I don't think that's what your character is. But I don't want to I don't want to mix that up.
No, but every cup of coffee should say I love Joe. I coffee sign Joe Murphy.
Good old fashioned cup of Joe.
Yep. See? Oh,
right.
There you go.
I'm also full of $1,000 ideas. I do think Rise sells Keurig coffee though, so I'm not sure if I'd be cutting into their business.
Then you need to be like, listen.
You guys can't sell it anymore. I have to sell it.
No. Just be like, you're the one. You don't have to sell. You just have to be the one handing people coffee. The coffee isn't the point.
Right.
The coffee is a vehicle for you to make a connection with a fan. Right. The coffee is the MacGuffin here. Okay.
The search for coffee.
It's a cough guffin. Okay.
Okay.
And the point is, how do you get in front of fans to make them remember you, and then eventually buy your ticket and merch later?
That's
right.
Yeah. You 100% correct there.
So I mean,
you can also be the animal barista.
I also like Batista a lot. Hot take. He should beat Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania 30.
So what I'm saying is, you should volunteer at the concession stand in the meantime.
All right.
And go into business for yourself. Almost literally.
No. You said the quiet part out loud.
So, all right. On that note,
yes.
Joe Murphy coming to a coffee stand near you. Where can you find you online?
Same as last time. At Real Joe Murphy on basically everything, all lowercase usually. I'm not sure if it's case sensitive, but yeah, Twitter, Instagram.
Not usually.
Okay, cool.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm not sure how social media works. I'm 25 years old.
I mean, I don't work for a social media company
Oh,
or
of
anything.
course
I
not.
just,
Yeah. But yeah, just real Joe Murphy.
All right. Mad Mike 483 on the Twitters. And also Joe Murphy, of course, he'll be this weekend at Victory Championship Wrestling. Find out more information about the show at victorychampionshipwrestling.com. And also he will be, I don't know, maybe handing out coffee at Rise Wrestling next week in Baldwin. RiseWrestling.com for more information on that.
I'll be there.
September 10th is that show. And September 4th is the VCW one this weekend. Yeah, that's all I got right now. Mad Mike 483 on the tweets.
Yeah. Watch some good wrestling
Damn
this weekend.
straight.
Just like, you know, I'm even going to not even bother with how many women's matches are on AEW. I'm just gonna watch some good wrestling.
There you go.
There you go. There you go.
Next week, back to business as normal. But you know, this weekend.
I am at Sorgatron on the Twitter this week. Oh, geez. I'm still kind of contemplating this because it kind of just happened. I have been attached to, or I have been assigned, I have been asked to, I have been requested, my presence has been requested. I'll be in Chicago this Thursday night. Chicago this Thursday night. I'll be hanging out and helping out with some technical things with some people out there for AAW. That is streaming on High Spots Wrestling Network. I've worked with them, but I don't think I've streamed them before. There was a match I wanted to mention here that I was very excited about. Yes. This is the one thing where I'm like, oh, that show I've been hearing about, and I wanted to share this little tidbit with you guys. This is, I don't know, is this the, oh shit, this is for the Impact World Championship.
Oh, word.
What the hell? So, how about Josh Alexander versus Masha Slamovich?
Whoa.
Do I have your attention?
Yes.
That sounds fun.
And,
My God, it's gonna be a banger.
if you want to tune into High Spots, I'm going to make sure that it actually streams to you.
I would appreciate that.
Jake, something's going to be on that show. ACH, speaking of which, is on. ACH, Jossie, Hammerstone, and Ace Perry. Holy fuck. Fuck.
Stacked.
What the
layers
hell?
on layers on layers.
What a Laredo Kid, Mike Bennett,
No, cool. I like
Gringo
Mike Bennett.
Loco, and Dante Leon. Dante Leon, somebody I've seen at Warrior and has been crazy lately. Ace Austin and Davey Vega, friend of the show, Davey Vega. Manders, Vince, Aussie Open, and Zachary Wentz against Manders, Garvin, and Swan, Rich Swan.
Whoa.
Holy fuck. Levi Everett versus Ren Jones. Silas Young versus Braden Lee. Oh fuck, Braden's somebody that we've seen at Rise and in a few places around Cleveland, Ohio, and stuff, right?
Yep.
Damn it. So High Spots Wrestling Network. What else are you doing on a Thursday night, other than watching Impact, which you can watch after this pay-per-view? So, damn it. That's Logan Square Auditorium. That's okay. That is going to be a fun show.
No doubt.
All right. I'm glad I answered my text yesterday. So that's happening. So at Sorgatron, I want to see my adventures there, and I think we are all, but I think the final details need to come in. I will also be the next week streaming. I think they're both streaming. One is on Fight. Circle 6 is having shows next weekend, the 9th and the 10th, in Detroit and Cleveland. And there's, including one match is Hoodfoot and Otis Koger in a blunt force trauma match.
That sounds dangerous.
I'll find out what that is. So, but I understand it won't be. I understand it won't be as glass tubey as the last time I was in Detroit. I don't think.
Spoiler alert: it's a stoner fight.
It's a stone. I think it's just a punch to the head fight, to be quite honest. But anyways, so. But no, that's exciting. To be working with that. I did work with a little bit of the Circle 6 crew when we did that RSW No Peace show. So that was good. I was asked to come back, so we're gonna do that. I'm I'll be honest, I am very, very sad I won't be able to come to the Rise show or do the Pittsburgh double shot weekend situation. But
It's okay,
but again,
Sorg.
I know, just to keep the light on for me, okay, Joe?
Yeah.
So thank you, everybody. Thank you, Joe Murphy, for coming out again at the very last minute today. And who's our guest next week? I have 3 maybes, so we'll see what's going to happen next week.
I'll tell you what, if you want to do a 3-man panel with, because I think I know 2 of those guests, I am 100% down, and it'll be fantastic.
I wasn't even sure. I looked at it. I think it was a real name, and I wasn't even sure who the other person was. But if they're with your crew, I'm down with it.
Oh,
so,
yeah, dude. Because I messaged them earlier whenever I saw that they dropped in. I'm like, yo,
okay.
do you guys want to do a 3-man panel?
I am okay with you would be the third
With
man.
the Brood?
Right?
With the... You know what? If we get shirts by them, if I get a Brood design, there's no way they'll wear them though. One person will wear it for sure.
I'm
the other
starting a
person
rumor
won't.
right now. The secret fourth man of the Brood is Chris LaRusso. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you guys next time.
I'm making a very strong word message.
Mayhem out.
Just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Don't give up what you want, take it back. Wait for the perfect time, then attack.
This show is a member of the Sorgatron Media Podcast Network. Find out more at sorgatronmedia.com.